Hi everybody, I'm Solaris with Solaris Fairy Astrology and Tarot. Happy Valentine's Day! This is my second half of my Valentine's Day special. It's a pick a card or pick a situation reading where basically you pick a pile based on what your situation is. So for pile 1, we have communicate. So if you want to know what your person would like to say to you right now, then you want to pick on that pile. Click on the commitment pile if you want to know if this situation is ever heading towards a commitment and maybe when would they commit with you or take it to the next level. Confusion is the pile if you're wanting some clarity and what can you do to bring the best outcome between you and your person. And then some advice from the angels about how to make this situation improve in your life. So if you want some clarity on your connection, that's a really good pile for you. Reconciliation is pretty self-explanatory. Will you and your ex get back together? And if so, when? Do they want to reconcile with you? The thinking of you pile is what they're thinking and feeling about you today. What are your current thoughts about you? For the pile alone, you might be curious about why is the universe keeping you single right now? Why do you feel so lonely? And what can you do about it? The healing pile is how can you heal your heart right now? Click on the Soulmates pile if you want to know what will your next interaction with your soulmate be like. So those are the piles. Feel free to pick on as many situations as you like to know about you and your person or to know about love. The timestamps are in the description box, and I will see you at your pile. Hi guys, welcome to the second half of my Valentine's Day special. I hope you guys have enjoyed part 1, which we released last week. So happy Valentine's Day. I know that you're here because you're curious about you and your person, and you want to know what do they want to say to you at this time? What do they want to communicate to you? And what maybe are they too scared to say? So what would they say if they were brave? I have a beautiful crystal that I've picked for you just for today. It's sodalite, and sodalite is a wonderful crystal in regards to communication. It helps with the throat chakra, and if you feel like you need to say something to someone you love today and you're a little nervous, feel free to hold on to some sodalite for some extra confidence. So it's very beautiful. You can tell it's sodalite because of the blue coloring. It looks similar to lapis, but it's a little bit different. It doesn't have the gold flecks, and it'll have like these white striations in it. Now, I'm going to put it in frame so you can see it, and I've been trying to fix my camera because my tripod keeps wanting to shift itself. So let me fix it, and we will start with your reading. Okay, so that's better. So with the Gentle Heart Tarot, well, when I split the deck just to start shuffling, I get the 6 of Cups, and I also get the Strength card. So right away, it's a very good sign. The 6 of Cups is a soulmate energy where they feel a soulmate bond with you. They might even want to reconcile if you guys are in separation or not talking right now. And the Strength card is not only do they feel a very strong bond with you, but they might have been holding themselves back because they feel like it's important to do so. They might have been holding themselves back if you're in a third party and there's another person involved, which you would know already if there is. It's not a secret. They also might be holding themselves back because they want a relationship with you, but there is, what is the block? Seems like these just want to kind of come out as I'm shuffling today. What is the block? 10 of Cups. I think they're a little bit scared to be happy, or they're not sure what will make them happy, or they're wanting to make themselves happy and come forward, but they're not quite sure what to do or how to do it. So I'm going to channel from them from their point of view now. And I apologize if you hear Treasure in the background scratching her little box. She's very happy, and I gave them catnip today. So I apologize, but they're very happy. Okay. So I don't know how to be in a committed relationship with you. I feel like I'm not very good at commitment. The 2 of Cups card in reverse, it feels like for me, I keep remembering and thinking about past relationships that have gone wrong or that have failed or that I haven't done a good job with. So I think about my relationship to commitment, and it makes me insecure and not confident about my ability to be a good partner. It makes me think that right now I need to not have a commitment with the Seven of Cups upright. It makes me think that right now, because I'm not very good at relationships, that maybe I just shouldn't be in a commitment or in a relationship, even though I have strong soulmate feelings for you. And that's why I've been holding myself back, because I'm not confident in my ability to be able to commit at this time. And that's why with the Magician in reverse, I've been feeling like I don't know how to manifest the life that I want. I don't know what it is that I want in my life or what I can do to go about getting it. I feel like I can't manifest you or take action on you or move forward with you yet, because I don't know how to be able to make the life that I want. That is why I have not been moving forward with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I know that you know that I haven't been taking action on you. I haven't been really materializing this in tangible, concrete ways. I haven't been able to take action with either one. And that is why we are probably in separation right now with the World upright. I might be at the end. I feel like there's something in my life that's just ended or that is ending. And while this is happening, I need to put this on pause with you while I make this transition. Also, I feel like that with you, that we might have had an ending as well, and that might be where I am in a confused period of time where I need to recalibrate and recalculate the direction of my life and what it is that I want and where it is that I want to go. And I'm not quite sure what that looks like or how to do it. And that's why I can't give to you at this time. That's why I can't invest in you and I can't move forward with you. I can't put time and energy and connection into this bond with you, even though I want to. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like I am not able to give the way I want. You might have very much realized and seen and known how it's imbalanced. You might have felt like you're the only one actually putting any time or dedication or energy into this relationship. And I am so, so sorry. I'm going to go with this deck, which I wouldn't traditionally do with communication, but I'm going to go with the Yin Yang Oracle to clarify the cards that came out. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. This is very interesting. Okay. Ooh. And because some of you are in third parties and some of you are not, I'm going to be channeling both. So you pick the scenario that matches yours. So if your person is a third party, you'll pick that one. If your person is not a third party, then you'll pick the other one. So with the Two of Cups in reverse and nostalgia, not only am I feeling insecure about my abilities to be in a good relationship or to be a good partner or a good boyfriend or girlfriend or partner in a connection, but also I might be feeling very nostalgic about an ex or about somebody from the past. I might be very nostalgic about you while being with a current partner, if you are an ex or if you're somebody from the past. I also might be very nostalgic about our connection together and also still hesitant to... Okay guys, sorry about that. What you guys heard is my cat actually just broke this Beauty and the Beast rose light that I have that you guys might have seen in other videos of mine. And the only reason why I'm not throwing it away and I'm actually just showing you guys right now is, oh, that's cool, is I wanted to show you guys that it's broken. And so for you guys, you might feel like your connection with your person is broken, or I feel like what they want to tell you is that they're sorry that they broke it. Because this rose, you know, is so interesting. In the movie, it talks about how, you know, he has to get somebody to love him before the last petal on the rose falls. And, you know, it can't break, because if it does, then like the spell is broken and they're just kind of going to be cast or entombed forever in these objects, and he's going to be forever a beast. And so it's sad that this rose now has broken. But what's interesting is even though it's broken, it still works. So I'm turning it on and off So it's interesting. You could actually, I don't know if you can see this lighting, but it actually does still light up, but I'm gonna have to throw it away. Anyways, it's very fitting that, unfortunately, that this is broken. It's interesting because I feel like your person is thinking about all of the memories and all the nostalgia in your connection together, but feels like with the Two of Cups in reverse that your connection might be over. You guys might have just gone through a broken or breakup. What's interesting is when I get the rest of these energies, I'm getting apology, forgiveness. I'm getting toxic or toxicity. So it's very interesting. So the apology, forgiveness card comes on to the Seven of Cups card, which is a card of no commitment. So it's like they're saying, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. I can't give you a commitment right now. I can't give you a commitment at this time. At least not while my life is still toxic, or not while we are still toxic. And it's interesting because even on the toxicity, see how on the wrist, there's like chains that are binding this wrist and there's like blood coming down. So it's like they're saying that either they look at relationship or commitments, they might be afraid that they're toxic, or that relationship commitments are toxic, or that they are toxic in commitment, or that they have been involved in some toxic commitments in the past. And so for them, they look at anything confining as toxic. So it's challenging. So they're saying that right now, if they were to be in your energy, they would be very toxic around you. Or they feel like they don't want to manifest a commitment because they're afraid that all commitments will be challenging or negative or traumatic, really. Or they might have been traumatized by something with commitment where maybe they overcommitted and now they're just reeling from it. I get the Knight of Wands in reverse with the Fears and Illusions card. And so they're like, I can't take action on you right now. I am bound up, toxic, bound up in my fears right now and in the illusions of my worst case scenario nightmares and my negative thinking. And so they're like, I can't take action on you, my person. And they're saying limitations, anxieties, comfort zone. They can't leave their comfort zone. I can't leave my comfort zone. I'm so anxious. I have such panic and negative thoughts. I keep overthinking and overthinking this, and I'm very pessimistic and have such a negative outlook. I keep getting stuck in all of my negative fears. And when I'm in freeze mode, fight, flight, or freeze mode, I can't take action because I'm frozen. And they're saying that if this connection did end, if something is broken, I get that with this, that it's like they know that they're just kind of in a prideful or egoic state right now. So they're just like, oh, if this is over, well then screw that. It's like they might be just like angry, bitter with a lot of bravado. And also it says on here, this is a Six of Wands card, appearances matter. And there might be like, I needed to end this for my reputation. I needed to end this. I can't go back to you because what would that say about me? Would that make me weak? I don't want to be that type of person that just goes back to an ex, that kind of thing. And then bound to expectations or approval. So this bound card comes up again, which is so interesting. And so it says basically bound comes up on here twice. So they're bound also to other people's appearances and other people's expectations of them, even though they know that it's toxic and it's like cutting off their wrist. And then Ace of Wands, they feel like they can't give to you at this time with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, even though they feel a lot of passion for you. So it's like this woman on fire is diving into this ocean to put out this passion. So it's like this person is just taking a leap of faith and wanting a new beginning and desires a new beginning and wants to take action. Like literally on here, it says the words desire and action. Like they want to take action. There's a new start. They want and desire a new start and take action on the new start, but they just feel like they can't do that right now. So there is that. For a very few of you that might pertain to this specific situation, they might feel like they can't give you money right now or be a provider or financially pay for you in a relationship or take care of a partner in any sort of like financial way, and that causes them shame, and they might be trying to get a new job in order to fix this situation. So that was very interesting. I am going to take some divine messages from Divine Masculine to see a little bit more clarification, and then we will wrap up with the final deck of my Hermits. So I think for most of you guys, you're in separation. I usually channel entirely from their point of view, but this breaking really threw me off. So let's see. Ignoring about what others are saying about our connection. And so they're stuck in a lot of memories about you. They are nostalgic about you. Other people might be saying negative things. They're trying to ignore it, or they might even have friends trying to like encourage them to pursue you. And they're in such a fight or flight freeze mode right now that they're like, I can't even hear my friends. I can't even hear my family's encouragement of you. I can't hear you or your words. I feel like, you know, again, they're focused on appearances. They're focusing on what their reputation is. They're feeling like commitment is toxic, and they're afraid to move forward and take action on you when they're trapped in this anxiety. Time is slipping, and I'm worried that it might be too late. So for a lot of you out there, they're definitely knowing that with you guys being in separation longer and longer, that time might be too late, that time is slipping, that they can't be with you. They feel like they're losing their chance. And debating whether to reach out to you or not is on the Magician in reverse, where they're feeling like I can't manifest, or I'm not manifesting. I'm not even getting the results of what I'm trying to manifest, what I'm trying to do. And they're saying that they're debating whether to reach out to you or not. But look, this wrist can't reach out. It's bound. It's like locked up in chains. So your person is debating about whether to reach out to you or not. They're definitely bound up by a lot of their own negative thinking. Your hobbies and interests arouse my curiosity to pursue them as well, but yet they still keep themselves held back. So they want to pursue the same passions as you with the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. They can't take action on that. And they're just feeling like, wow, we even have a lot in common, and we can't even do that together. We can't even do our hobbies together right now because of all the negative thinking underneath the surface. And then the music that you've been listening to has been guiding my way, and so that has been affecting them a lot, especially if for whatever reason you have been making your social media presence known with the songs or the lyrics, because it seems like it's definitely been front and center and it's been getting their attention. And then I get, it's important for me to obtain financial stability. Exactly, which is on the Six of Diamonds in reverse. Also, if any of your connections affect their job, if they affect their paycheck or their money or their reputation at work, that's another reason why they would be holding back as well, or might not even be talking to you at this time. Because really they need to focus on their job and their financial security. For some of them, they are working really hard and they're a little busy, but for the most part, I would say that they're more just anxious. I'm not getting such workaholic vibes. I am getting anxiety vibes. And then finally, 6 Hermit cards. Okay. I would do anything for you. So they want to give to you. They might have given to you hasty or impulsive in the past, and they feel like they still want to give to you in that way, but they're holding themselves back with the 6 of Coins in reverse. You have so many choices and options, which is literally the 7 of Cups card. So they're also very much aware that you could be dating, or you could be dating other people, which also gives them anxiety, and they're very, very much afraid and aware that they could lose you. They're definitely aware that time is slipping. They could be too late. You have other options. You could be with other people. I am obsessed with your body. So they're definitely reaching out to, or wanting to reach out to you, or debating it because they want to be sexual with you. because they're so attracted to you visually, because they love the way that you are. Let me hold you. So they're definitely obsessed with your body and definitely want to hold you. So that is very, very strong. And when you do hobbies and activities together that you have in common, that's the time where they really want to hold you. That really makes them feel close to you. You make my heart full. And so when they think about you, when they're not in their anxiety mind and they're in their heart space, you definitely touch them on a heart level, and you definitely make their heart full for sure. And they're a little afraid that your family won't like you or them, or that their family might not like you, or there may be some family drama here in this connection. So there is a little bit of that. They also might need financial security for their own family, especially if they have kids. You know, I still feel like I want to end on a positive note. I'm going to pull 2 final cards from the Journey of Love and Journey of Love 2 decks. We don't need these. All right. So final 2 cards from their own words, what they would say to you if they could, if they were brave. Again, forgiveness. Please forgive me. And I am so afraid to tell you anxiety and fear. So please forgive me for the times when I get caught up in my fear and my anxiety and I don't know what to do and I act hasty and I make bad choices, or when I don't make any choices and I'm frozen in indecision. Please forgive me for that. All right, you guys, that is what I have for you. I hope this has helped. This is a pick your situation video, so feel free to pick as many piles that resonate with your situation or that you're curious about as you like. And if you haven't checked out part 1, feel free to go back and watch it. I released it last week, and I will talk with you guys later, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my reading today, where this is my second part of my Valentine's Day special. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check out part 1, feel free to do that. It's very fun. I released it last week. You guys are here because you want to know, will this connection ever progress to an official commitment? I picked a beautiful crystal for you today. This is smoky quartz. Now, I picked it for multiple reasons. 1, I picked it because it's gorgeous and glittery. 2, I picked it because smoky quartz has so much weight to it. It's very tangible. So it's more than it's just like, oh, feelings, oh, fantasy, oh, gorgeousness. This is basically like, this is a very strong commitment. It's strong like a mountain. It's strong like a rock. The deep brown, rich color represents things that are practical, solid, reliable, tangible. And I love that. An additional reason why I picked it is also, instead of the glittery part, is because it's also a past life crystal. So I love smoky quartz because it always connects you and your person to past life energy. So I am going to put it here for you in frame where you can see it. I think you can see it there. Yeah, it's kind of blends in with this energy. There we go. Yeah, it kind of blends in with the carpet. Anyway, it's just going to be sitting there. Anyways, so this is a journey. Oh, sorry, not journey. I was looking at this deck. This is a Gentle Heart Tarot cards, and we're going to look at them to see what's going on between you and your person today. Will this ever progress into more of a strong, stable commitment? All right. So this is how you are thinking and feeling about your person right now. These 3 cards represent where they are thinking and feeling about you right now. So the way that they view you or what they're experiencing emotionally. This will be the past. What has happened already between the 2 of you in your situationship or your crush? All right. Or your ex. This is 3 cards for the near future in the next 3 months of time. So let's see what will happen between you guys in the near future. And this is a longer term outcome or what will happen more down the road. So you are stressed because you're not having a commitment and you're not happy. So I get the 9 of Swords, which represents, you see the big headache that this girl has on the bed, struggling and suffering. So it seems like you've been feeling very anxious. This situation with your person might also be triggering your attachment style. So your situation with your person might be making you feel extra anxious if they're like, are they going to call? Are they going to message you? Are they going to take you out? Are they going to see you again? They're with you. They had sex with you. Will they call you again? It's like it might be stirring up all of your worst case scenario fears. So you have a lot of anxiety. The Sun and the Hierophant in reverse are both cards that are usually pretty happy, but because they're in reverse, it represents misery, it represents how you're not happy, combined especially with the Nine of Swords. So the Hierophant is more of a traditional commitment, which is not there at the moment, and the Sun, which represents ultimate happiness, but also with it in reverse, it represents no happiness. So this is really triggering you. Your person is feeling at the moment, wow, okay, your person really loves you, number one. And I wouldn't just like throw that around or say that, but I literally get the Lovers card upright. So your person's in love with you. But I'm getting that they are taking no action. So this Four of Swords is an inactivity card. So they're like, I have all the romantic feelings for you. I am not taking any action on you at this time. And the Hermit card is in reverse. So they are coming out of hiding. They are coming out of being a hermit or withdrawn. So you might be going through a situation with your person where you're like, I thought we were together. I knew we weren't officially together, but we were doing something. And now they're not even doing anything. Now, and that might be why you're super anxious and super triggered. Because you're like, oh my God, I thought we were at least progressing. Or if we were progressing, I thought we were at least staying the same. But now we're not even staying the same. So it seems like you're feeling so worked up right now at this time. You might need a bubble bath and a hot cup of tea, my sweet darling. And you also get some of those fuzzy socks and like maybe like a warm blanket. Okay, you might need like lots of self-soothing, lots of self-care, like absolutely reparenting and nurturing yourself, going through this very anxious time. Because your person seems like I don't know if they're content, but it seems like they're okay with. Are they cool with it? How are they feeling with not taking action on you? Unhealthy. So they're feeling toxic or unhealthy, or they're feeling really bad that they can't take action on you. They actually, because they're in love with you and they can't take action, they might be feeling like, what's wrong with me? I'm such a mess. I can't even do this. I can't even ask out the person. What is wrong with me? I almost feel like your person feels like a 14-year-old that is kicking themselves for not being able to ask out the cheerleader. I don't know. It's really ridiculous. They're really kicking themselves. But it's interesting because the love they have for you is taking them out of hiding. So you might have a very shy person on your hands. You might have a person that just feels like they have social anxiety, or they're just always failing at something. Like they feel like they're like, oh my God, why can't I get it together? Why am I not able to do this? And you're just like, oh my God, I see that like nothing is happening and this is triggering me and driving me crazy. So in the past, your person has definitely been holding themselves back with the Eight of Swords. I also get the Star in reverse. So you or your person may have been going through some extra pessimism in regards to this connection, where it seems like you guys maybe lost hope in this connection, or they did, or you did, or both of you did, or you both felt like this couldn't be successful for whatever reason. And then I get the Six of Swords in reverse, where you felt like, yeah, you probably were like, well, my person's not even around. They're not being supportive. They're not being here. And your person might have been like, oh, but my person's not being around. They're not being supportive. They're not being here. So you might have been feeling like, or your person might have been feeling like, there is just like an absence of supporting each other. And that might be if, like, let's say your person pulled back or didn't take action on you, and then you pulled back, and now it's a chain reaction where you both have been pulling back, feeling unloved, because they really actually can't step forward and pursue you. Because they're anxious about it, and they're also kicking themselves, because on some level they know it needs to be them, because they're the ones in hiding, and they're the ones that have pulled back, so it's tricky. Yay! It does seem like it moves more towards an official commitment, because I get the Justice, which is a Libra card, which is partnership. Scales of Justice also means that in the next 3 months it will become more balanced. It'll become more giving. So that is awesome. Let me fix my cat. He's underneath the couch, which is fine. It's just I worry that like with him being under the couch, he can't breathe under this little couch cover, but you can. I know you can. I know you're fine. Where are you? Where? Oh, you're fine. You have a breathing hole. You're fine. And you also got under the couch. Oh, you're fine. Weird space. He's just being dramatic. Okay. Anyways. So, Justice card upright. Loving the commitment. 8 of Cups in reverse. Walking away turns around. So if they've been walking away or you have been, they come out of hiding with the Hermit. They do come back in. And I get the 8 of Cups, which represents being able to come back to you, or you come back to them, or if you're walking away, they stop you from walking away and they bring you back in. And I get the Empress, because who's gorgeous? You are. And they definitely see you as amazing and the ideal person and like the cheerleader or the head football player or the whatever, football star. So I see that you guys see each other as like a dream, as like excessively amazing. And then I get, and then beyond 3 months time, I get the 10 of Cups upright. Happiness, 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 happiness. So why are you guys so insecure with each other? You guys definitely like each other. It's just their inaction triggers you, and then it creates a domino chain reaction effect between the two of you. So it definitely seems like it will become more stable and solid, though, so that's good. Let's see, though. I want to know some of their hidden truth because they have been removed. They probably haven't been talking too much. Let's see. Oh, we'll do fairies. We'll do fairies after this. All right. So we're going to do 6 hidden truth cards. Why are they doing inaction? Why are they in hermit mode and coming out of hermit mode? I knew exactly what I was doing. All right, so for some of you, this might be strategic, but I don't think they're trying to mess with you. I think that maybe they were trying to plan something and it didn't work and they didn't get the reaction they thought they would get or hoped they would get. And so maybe then they got a little like triggered themselves. I look for you everywhere. So your person is definitely like coming out of hiding for sure. They're definitely starting to look for you and they're kind of hoping like, oh my gosh, is my person going to be here? You were the best thing in my life. So they're definitely aware of how amazing you are and how you are important and impactful to them. And they keep looking for you because they want to have the best thing in their life back. I wish things could be different. So for some of you, you do have external circumstances that have been causing you guys challenge in this connection. I knew I was a distraction from your pain. So definitely for some of them, they think that they're not important to you and that they are just a temporary distraction and they've convinced themselves of this. And then sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So they definitely still are obviously in love with you. They definitely still keep thinking about you and you're definitely very like important to them. So that is very cool. Let's see. Yes, I was going to do fairies. We're going to do some fairies. All right. And then maybe we'll do some timing. When would you guys commit? Okay. Fairies, what do you want to tell me about this connection? New career. So your person might be needing to shift something or fix something in regards to their career or their job in order to make this commitment be more real or more tangible. Get some exercise. Okay, your person also might be trying to have a glow up. So that's very interesting. Yeah, marriage comes out. And daughter comes out. And your wish is granted. Okay. So also, I feel like that in regards to marriage, commitment, and kids, that they have to just work through some stuff because I'm getting that marriage and kids means like they will be on board with this with you. So they definitely feel like that is shifting. So I love it. And then your wish is granted. So guys, I feel like this is a confirmation. Yes, this will definitely progress to a very serious commitment. So finally, And sorry my cats have been crazy today. It has been a crazy day. I'm filming this the day after the new moon in Aquarius. And actually I'm filming this on Lunar New Year. So also, Happy New Year, guys. The energy is pretty intense in this house today, I think. The cats are feeling all that energy. So I'm going to look at a couple of time frames of when would your person make an official commitment with you? When is the most likely time? All right. And I want to say pick 3 months from now or within the next 3 months out of these. Well, I'm guessing I'm doing 5 time frames. Because I know this is a timeless video. You guys could be watching it at any time, even though most likely you're watching it around Valentine's Day. But it is a timeless video. And so with this situation, because you got justice within the 3-month mark, I would say pick the time frame from when you're watching it now today. That's within a 3-month time, most likely. Within 3 months. I love this stuff, you guys. Okay. In July, so some of you guys are watching it a little later than Valentine's Day, and your person will commit officially to you in July. And I get a long time. That could feel a long time from now, especially if you guys are like, I'm having panic attacks every day. How could I possibly wait a few more months? This is like torture for me. So within 6 months. So for some of you, I did get that 10 of Cups as a longer term outcome. So for some of you guys, a little longer than 3 months, within 6 months. Especially if July is, I don't know, it's probably what, like 4 months or something. But for some of you, you may have a Valentine because I'm getting in February. So for some of you, if you don't make an official commitment in February, then I would say that for you guys, it might be more of like clearing a lot of stuff up. They're taking a lot of more action towards you. It feels like it's progressing and moving forward. You guys have some kind of established something. So that's good. So I definitely feel like for this pile, it's a yes. They will be moving more towards a solid commitment, and it would be most likely within 3 months, maybe a little longer, maybe 6 months, maybe July, or maybe February. All right, you guys. Well, I hope that has helped you. This is my little quickie Valentine's Day pile. Because this is a pick your situation video, feel free to pick any situation that resonates with you or connects to your situation or that you're curious about. Feel free to check out part 1 if you haven't already done so. And if you guys do want a private reading from me, I'm available for that. So feel free to check the description box for my contact info, and I will never contact you to solicit readings or anything. So I'm here if you need a reading. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hey guys, welcome to your reading today where we're focusing on the card that says confusion. So the way I'm looking at it is you need some clarity. You need to know what you can do in this situation to create the best possible outcome between you and your person. So I have my little crystal ball here. We're going to be able to check. I will put this in frame for you so you can see it. Clear quartz is a wonderful crystal that I have picked for you today to help you in regards to being able to have clarity in situations. So if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling like you just don't know what to do, if you feel like you have trouble connecting to your higher self or channeling or knowing what to do next, clear quartz is a great crystal to help you out with that. When I look at this crystal ball, I actually see a beautiful butterfly. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it in the light. See how that is a butterfly? So I feel like you will be able to go through some growth in this connection, and I do feel like this can change and transform for the better. I feel like if your person is a caterpillar right now, they can become a butterfly soon. I also see 2 birds flying towards each other. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of like scrying when you look into a crystal and you can see messages or you can see shapes. I kind of like that because it's like tea leaf readings in a way where you can see shapes that mean things. So I don't know if you guys can see the 2 birds. Sort of, yeah, see how they are right there by my finger. Anyway, it's like 2 birds kind of like flying down like this, like a V, kind of trying to fly towards each other. So I do feel like right now you guys are on a collision course towards each other, which I love. This can be a reuniting. This can be a uniting for the first time. I also get like, when I look into this, what I'm seeing like a plane of ice, almost like downhill skiing. Okay, it seems like it might be downhill from here. It seems like it's going to be getting better. Also on thin ice. Somebody is on thin ice. So I don't know if I can show it to the camera. You guys probably can't see it from there. You can't see that one. But anyways, those are the messages that I'm getting. I will put the butterfly facing up towards me, and I'll put this in frame so you can see it. So first I'm using the Gentle Heart Tarot cards because this is my Valentine's Day special, and this is the most romantic tarot card deck that I have, that I love. So this is a very beautiful card deck. I also am going to go into the Twin Flame Guidance Oracle to give you some advice about how to, basically what to do to make this be the best outcome for you. And then we're going to get some Angel Oracle advice for you as well. So first card I get for you, I get Queen of Diamonds in reverse. My darling, if you have been letting this connection affect your self-esteem or your confidence or your self-worth, it is the time for you right now to turn that shit right around. So it is absolutely about flipping that. So whatever thought beliefs this is triggering in you, where your person is doing or not doing whatever you want, it seems like that this might be triggering old wounds or past thought beliefs for you, where you may be connecting it to your self-worth. If I was more important than they would. If, hotter people don't have to deal with this. Like stuff like that. If I had more money than this person would, or, it's like there's some sort of comparison, or there's some sort of like self-worth issue when it comes to this with your person. If they loved me more, they would. I'm not lovable, like whatever you're drawing as a conclusion to the negative thoughts that you're having in regards to your person, it's triggering your wounds. I do get Ace of Pentacles. I do feel you might offer something solid or stable to your person. So it might be with this Queen of Diamonds in reverse. Actually, we got that. The Ace of Pentacles, you might offer something strong or stable to your person, or you might offer something strong and stable to yourself. It might be about grounding yourself, stabilizing your own emotions, and caretaking and self-soothing your own emotions. And then I get Nine of Diamonds upright. It might be that, let's say you're not in an official commitment with your person. It might be about, ooh, I can enjoy being single right now. Actually, there are a lot of benefits of that. It might be about enjoying yourself in the meantime. It might be about focusing on things you can control. It might be about focusing on your work or your finances, your career, your passions, your hobbies, your interests, focusing on your life and your own life. And also, what's interesting is I'm getting Pentacles for all three cards. If you're feeling like your finances are in addition to the situation with your person, if you're feeling confused about your person, you might also be feeling confused about your finances or triggered financially or feel like that. And so it might be like a really good time for you to focus on like that area of your life you can do. Maybe you can't do the love thing at the moment if they have to do their side, but you can do this part. And then I get the Three of Wands or crystals in this deck in reverse. And so it might be that if you have been finding yourself at a distance from your person, it might be about removing yourself from your person or connecting to them, seeing them more. So it might be, and again, that doesn't mean stalking. That means being able to maybe say yes if they ask you out, yes if they offer you something. You don't have to like ignore their call and then wait 3 days and whatever. You don't have to do all that mess. So it might just be about, if this person gives you like an offer or some attention or some communication or an olive branch, you might be like receptive to it. So it might be about that. So you don't have to like pull back or distance yourself. You don't have to like abandon them, ignore them, whatever. It might just be about focusing on your life, and then when they come in, then you could be like, oh yes, how are you? Yes, what's going on? So kind of like that. I want to see some of the oracle cards though. So let's see. All right. What does Spirit want to tell you to have the best outcome with your person, and what advice do they have for you today? Okay. And just because they're giving you advice doesn't mean you have to do it. Obviously, make sure you run this by your own internal guidance system. Okay. Metamorphosis. Hey, you guys, look at this beautiful butterfly again. That's so great. It's that you are going to be going through a metamorphosis and a change. Offer. Yeah, that's what we got with the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm getting this beautiful rose. So it might be that one of you needs to offer something to each other to get this situation unstuck. And I get fantasy. Offer a fantasy to each other, or it might be that this connection is a fantasy, or maybe it's only a fantasy for you guys, or it might just be only in fantasy right now. It might be that in your fantasies, you're able to manifest more of what you want, and that can shift some things around by being able to manifest what you want. And I get muse. It might be about doing something creative and artistic and musical, or journaling, or something where you're very inspired. So something where you're creating something based on your passions about this connection. And I get signs this way, that way. It's kind of like you're going to be getting some signs, and you might be getting signs when you're creating. You know, this definitely represents piano music, so you may have to play the piano. I'm also getting 2 flowers here, so gardening might be important. Going outside in nature might be important. You might receive signs with flowers or with butterflies or being outside. You might get signs in your dreams. And I would say that for you, it's going to be, you're going to get your clarity. You're going to know which way to go with this person and in this situation based on the signs you get, based on the signs that you see. So let's see, Angel Oracle on top of these messages to clarify this. Sacral chakra metamorphosis. Ooh, I like that. This doctor says you may need a sexual healing. All right, and then I get offer, third eye chakra. You might want to visualize in your third eye, manifesting this person giving you an offer, or you giving them an offer that they will accept or that they would like. Earth Angel Fantasy, Muse Indigo, and Signs Integrity. Okay, so here's some more information. All right, so sacral chakra metamorphosis. So if you guys have gone through sexual trauma, if you guys feel like you guys can manifest the best when you guys are doing self-pleasure, if you guys feel like you want to visualize this person and you being together in a passionate way, I would say all of those ways are ways for you to be able to heal inside of yourself, to be able to come forward in this connection and be able to help this along. So that is definitely some advice for you. Offer third eye chakra. Yes, this is about visualizing in your third eye, or trying to even psychically perceive in your third eye what they might want to offer you, what they might want to tell you, what they might want to do for you. And also visualize that, or visualize positive scenarios going well. Then I get Earth Angel and Fantasy. So this is actually very beautiful. It says, you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And fantasies are part of that, because what we fantasize and hope and dream and pray for are, you know, obviously you're hoping, dreaming, wishing, and praying for a beautiful love with your person. And so it seems like you might be there to teach this person a little bit more about love. And you might be more of like a guidance or an oracle to this person. You might be more of like an angel to this person, or an earth angel. So this person actually might come to you in times of stress where you are going to be helping them. Obviously, you can definitely use your wisdom to make sure it's not a codependent thing or like a using you thing. But it does seem like that, yeah, your person definitely might be needing your help. Or you can fantasize about how you can be an angel in this person's life at this time. And that might be able to help this along. And sometimes being an angel is just not being a devil. So sometimes it's like we don't have to help them, we just don't have to hurt them. You know, so sometimes being an angel is just being neutral or doing nothing. Sometimes an angel is just not arguing or, you know, making unnecessary chaos. So sometimes being an earth angel is just existing. Indigo and Muse, which is interesting. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive natural born leader. So you might be a naturally born leader, but you hold yourself back in hopes that your person will take action. You also might be finding yourself being very sensitive or hurt if there's a sensitivity to rejection that you go through. And you might find yourself very, very inspired to be a leader, or to create something. And that would be something that you could do for your person, that you might be able to get an idea that you might be with the muse, that you might be able to channel or get a divinely inspired idea that you get while being creative or artistic or journaling or doing something creative. And that could be something that you put into action and implement. So it might be that the action that you are being guided to take right now would be a divinely inspired idea that comes to you while you're being creative. And then signs with integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. And that might be kind of the whole point of this video. Like, you might be feeling like, I don't know what's right for me. I don't know what I'm intuitively drawn towards with my person. I don't know. I'm still confused. Should I be with them? Should I not? Should I pursue them? Do they want me? I'm confused if they want me. And so it might be, in this particular case, that you're going to be able to align your values and inner knowingness as you start to see signs. And so you might be wanting or needing to get clarity in regards to the direction to go based on trying to communicate with your angels. And for me, what I did is I basically established that I would follow hearts. And so whenever I see hearts, I would follow it or pursue it. Like if I saw a heart, like I saw a butterfly in this, but like if I met somebody and they had a heart on their jacket, maybe I would think, oh, I need to talk to that person, and I would talk to them. So maybe there's a sign that you can establish with your angels that's particular or important to you, and that you would be following that sign to push you in the direction of where you're in alignment to go. So that is what I have for you, my darlings. I hope this has helped you. Hope this has given you a little more clarity. If you need more clarity about individual situations, I am available for private readings. My information is in the description box, so feel free to reach out to me if you want more of like a specific tailored message where you can ask any question you want that might be more helpful. I know this is more of a general video. Also, this is a pick your situation video, so feel free to pick any pile or situation that resonates with you that might be in connection to what you're experiencing. And if you haven't picked pile or video 1 yet, watch the first half of my Valentine's Day special. Feel free to watch that. I released it last week. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome to my video today where you are curious about, will you and your person go through a reconciliation? So I have this beautiful statue of 2 gorgeous fairy lovers. You might have seen this statue in my fairy surprise boxes that I released last year or the year before. Very, very fun. So with this, I love these pair of twin souls, these beautiful lovers. I'm going to put this in frame so you can see it. So to bless your reading and give it a little extra love, what's interesting is with this fairy, both of his wings have broken off. And for her, she has 1 wing left, but she has the other wing broken off as well. So it seems like you and your person may have a few broken wings right now. You guys might be curious, can you guys ever repair it so that you guys can fly off into the sunset together? I'm going to use the Gentle Heart tarot cards to see if you guys can reconcile, or if you guys will reconcile with your person, and what's going to come up in the future of this connection. Can you guys get back together? Can you guys at least create some peace? How are you guys going to be able to achieve that, if possible? So let's see what's going on with you and your person. I have 3 cards for you, how you're thinking and feeling about them. 3 cards for them, what they are thinking and feeling about you at this time, now that you guys are in separation. 3 cards for the past, what has happened already to bring this 2 of you to this situation currently. 3 cards for the near future to see if you guys will reconcile in the next 3 months. And a final outcome card to see if you guys would reconcile beyond 3 months' time. I am also going to combine them with Situation Love Oracle, because I'm going to see more details about this connection and see how cards on your side, their side, past, future, and long-term future connect to reconciling or the potential for that. So I will do 2 oracles on yours 2 on their side. I will take reversals for the piles of tarot, but I won't take reversals for the Situation Love Oracle deck. All right. So for you on your side, for the tarot cards, Okay. So for you, you might be feeling like this has been affecting your self-esteem, but I also feel like you're very hopeful and optimistic for a reconciliation, but you also might have been doing some sabotaging of this connection yourself. So it might be some self-correcting based on maybe egoic things. I don't know how to express it, but I'll keep trying. So number 1, I get the Empress. You're doing a great job loving yourself, putting yourself first, seeing yourself as, you know, in a confident way, feeling like, why wouldn't they want to reconcile with me when we're such a good match and I'm a great catch and I'm a great person. Like, I am loving your self-love game here. This is wonderful. I wish more piles had that. I am so happy for you. Shout out if you guys are a fire sign. I love your confidence. I get the 4 of Wands. You're very optimistic that you guys can get back together and have an official relationship. You guys might have messages for you in the commitment pile if you haven't already watched that one. But I also get the 6 of Wands in reverse, which is an ego card in reverse. So where this would normally be maybe like the Empress and 6 of Wands, like mad Leo energy, like so much Leo energy, it is in reverse. And so you might go back and forth between being confident and then not being confident, and then feeling like, yes, I'm optimistic about it, and then no, actually, you know what, I don't know if this is going to happen. And so you might be wishy-washy or going back and forth between if you guys can reconcile or not, or if they want you or not, or if you are even desired by them or not. And I get blowing kiss. So it says unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love and affection returned. So for you, you're like, I am all ready to like give this person like all of my affection, all of my love. I love my person unconditionally. I will give so much to them. And you're like ready and primed to like welcome this person back into your arms. And then I get hammer, which is sabotage and rebuild. Persistent, working on it, repairing. So you are ready to repair this situation. And whatever has been sabotaged, you are ready to fix it. You're ready to give back to this connection and put your energy into it. I feel like you're just waiting for them to come back. And if they did, or when they do, you will be like on it. So yeah, sabotage and rebuild, and persistent and working on it, repairing. Like you are all about repairing this connection. Let's see if your person is. So I feel that they definitely miss you, by the way. All right, so first, I feel like in the past, you guys, well, this is not the past pile, this is the past pile. So this is the current pile. The current pile, they go back and forth as well between being consistent and giving you attention and consistent effort into this connection with the 8 of Pentacles upright. I am also getting the Death card. So your person obviously is very aware that you guys are in a separation or you guys have ended it. But I do feel that they do want to keep going with you with the 8 of Pentacles. That's like they want to keep giving you the same amount every day. They want consistency. They want to be reliable. They want to invest. Like this is very beautiful. And then I get 8 of Wands. So this is a beautiful card of them wanting to race in, wanting to communicate with you right away, having things be very, very passionate and communicate with you in a very, very like impulsive way almost. So I feel like they don't want to, you know, hold themselves back. I get addiction where I feel like they are very addicted to you and they're almost codependent. So it's interesting because you might be in a situation where you're like, God, I thought they'd be back by now. I thought we'd be reconciled. Like this is confusing to me. I mean, I get so much intuition that we would be continuing, and I don't understand why not. It says obsession and restraint. So I feel like they have an addiction for you. They might be codependent with you, and them not being in a connection with you might trigger their feelings of abandonment and re-pursuing of you. This obsession restraining. They're obsessed with you, but they hold themselves back. Possession and control. They want to possess you, but they're like controlling themselves. An emotional block. So yeah, so your person does have some emotional blocks right now, but they are definitely obsessed with you. Death card, obsession, addiction, possession. These are all kind of Scorpio energies as well. So you or they maybe have Scorpio in your charts. And then I get picture. Looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgic, makes new memories. So your person definitely wants to make new memories with you. They're nostalgic. They want to come in. I feel like they are looking at your pictures, feeling so much love, feeling so much passion and emotion for you, and longing for you and wanting to race in. In the past, what's happened? Ship. Seduction. Hottie. Yes, you are. Okay. And okay. So again, there was like a push-pull energy. There was like a strong seduction energy between you guys, and then cutting ties, moving on. So it's almost kind of like there was so much of a drawing or enticing each other in, so much of a seductive passion, attraction, teasing, hooking up, dating, third-party temptation. So you might be a third-party temptation. You might have hooked up with them or had a one-night stand. You guys might have had a situationship. You guys might have been dating officially. You guys had a strong attraction to each other and teasing. You definitely were trying to get them to come to you and vice versa. And then I get ship. Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression and arriving. So I feel like that while there was still so much of seduction and attraction and passion and everything, there was still that cutting ties, moving on. So there was that kind of energy. I get that, yeah, okay. So Queen of Cups, you were so nurturing, so loving, so giving, so giving. This Queen of Cups was like this, like Queen of Hearts, like Mother of Love, like nurturing, giving, giving, giving. And I get the Devil, sexy, 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 sexy. This is also addiction, passion, control, definitely feeling like temptation, all of that energy, and definitely like a sexy, like princess of love. And then I get this Knight of Coins in reverse, where it's like they felt like stopped. They stopped themselves. They couldn't have it. So you were like giving so much love, so much sexy. You were like so much... You're serving so much realness, baby. And then I get the Knight of Pentacles, where they just were stuck. They weren't able to move. They were stopped. I feel like your person just was like stuck in place, trapped almost. In the future, in the next 3 months. Okay, so there is a third party for some of you. Ooh, okay. So the reason why they might be stuck too is they might be afraid of hurting somebody. So I get the Seven of Pentacles. The reason why they feel like they might not be able to grow something with you, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they might not be able to grow, is because I do get 2 queens here, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And so they might feel like they can't grow because they have to pick between 2 queens, but they're having a poker face with this. They're not showing you what they have to do. And I get backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So I feel like if they're in a relationship with someone, they don't want to cheat on that person with you. They don't want to backstab the person that they're with. If they're with you, they don't want to cheat on, well, they're not with you. You're in separation. This is a reconciling pile. Maybe in your breakup, they started dating someone and they want to get back with you, but they're afraid to hurt that new person. Or it might be that they've had to not act on things with you, or they've had to pull back or not pursue you because of somebody else. Or, because I'm just getting 2 queens. I'm getting like 2 people here. So there is that. But yeah, I feel like they have to pick one of you. It says taking a chance, risks and options, not showing their hand, gambling. So it seems like that you were trying to like entice, be with me, give you love, 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 love. And they were like, I'm stopping myself, I can't. And so over the next 3 months, they're going to have to try to make a decision about this. And they're so drawn to you, they're addicted, they're missing you, they're looking at your pictures, they're wanting to talk with you, they're wanting to talk with you every day. So they're just so drawn in this way, but they feel like they can't grow this. But also, I also feel like this is the card of patience. And I feel like they might be getting very, very impatient, and they might not be wanting to hold themselves back over these next 3 months. They might have a hard time holding themselves back from you. And then I get the Moon and Mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and deluding, gaslighting and personifying. Your person still might be having that poker face or having that mask or not wanting to tell you or allude to things or share this with you. And I get the Moon, which is still confusion. They're still not sure. So you guys, I feel like your person wants to reconcile with you so bad, and they're holding themselves back because of this other queen, this other person, and they're just not sure. And I feel like they might be on a losing battle because they're really wanting to pursue you, and they're having a tough go at it. I'm going to do actually something different. I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do light side, shadow side messages. Yes. What is your person thinking and feeling about you at this time? Yes. Interesting. So they're wanting you to still give them patience. It says, I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. And it might be that within 3 months' time, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, that you're like, my patience has worn out. My patience has run out. I don't think I can do this. And then light message, don't lose hope for us. We can work it out. So your person still wants you to be patient and hopeful that you guys can reconcile or get back together. And then being apart has changed my life. So yeah, your person being apart from you has been going through a really tough time or a very strong transition. That is a very powerful life change for them. So you definitely are very impactful. It was like a fairy tale when we met. So your person felt like it was like a fantasy for them. It was a fairy tale and a dream come true. Okay, what do you think about reconciling, Pile's person? What are you thinking about reconciling with our beautiful viewer? I didn't want our honeymoon phase to end. So I think that your person is also a little nervous that you guys wouldn't go back to that same kind of like euphoria feelings that you felt for each other in the beginning if you guys were to reconcile. I think that they're a little afraid that you guys might not be able to repair it with the same like love for each other or with the same love you had for them. I'm sorry for being critical of you. So they might have been critical of you, or they might have ended it in a way where they criticized you as they were doing so, as a way to, either vent their feelings or not know how to, progress this. I need to be alone now. So it seems like your person feels like they might still need some more time or some space. That when it comes to reconciling, they might feel like they have to be alone. They might feel like they're missing you. They have feelings for you. They don't know if they can act on it though. And they, what would they think if you were to reach out to them or to show them some positive interactions? I regret my actions towards you. It seems like your person does regret how they ended things or pulled back or separated from you. They definitely regret not being able to take action on you or, regret being stuck. I want the best for you. So if you were to reach out to them, they do want the best for you. They want you to be happy. I don't think that they think that you would be happy with them or that they're the best for you. I keep track of you online. So if you were to reach out to them online, they might start watching your stories, or they might look at like your pictures, or they might just kind of keep observing what you post. I put up walls around me. They might be a little guarded right now or have a wall up. They might not be receptive to you reaching out. You challenge me in ways that make me grow, and I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. So they might still continue to leave you hanging if they need to be alone right now. So if you were to reach out to them, you may not get the outcome that you're hoping for. They might need to come around to you when they've decided what they want, or when they feel like they're in a better spot. And I feel like, is there a final message? We'll do untold truth of the heart, since they are so masking their feelings and they're poker-faced. But we can definitely tell that they're missing you and they're nostalgic and they're addicted to you. What is the viewer's person thinking about them right now in separation? 3 cards. And then what do they think about when they think about reconciling with you? All right. So what do they think about you in general? Time, waiting, cycles, infinity. So they feel like they have to keep waiting. They feel like it's not the right timing. Depth, complexity, awareness, importance. They're very aware that this is a very important connection, and they feel maybe stuck between a rock and a hard place. Secret admirer, suppressing resistance and shyness. They might be very shy. They might be repressing their feelings. They might just be a secret admirer of yours or loving you from afar right now. And then what do they think about reconciling with you? Pride, roaming wild, and clarity. So ego, arrogance, stubborn love. When they think about reconciling with you, they might be being very stubborn about not doing so. Roaming wild, free-spirited, risks and possibilities. They might think it's a risk to reconcile with you. They know it's a possibility, but they also want to be free right now. They want to be free-spirited. So they might worry that if they were to reconcile with you, that they would lose their freedom. And clarity, honesty, intention, and truth. So I also feel like that, yeah, your person is feeling like they would like to tell you the truth and be honest with you, and they want to be able to communicate. So that might be able to be something that at least that they could do. So there is that. I did do a communication pile on the Pick Your Situation video. There might be some messages in there for you. And again, there may be some messages in the commitment pile. So you might want to check those guys out. If you guys want a private reading from me, feel free to contact me. My information is in the description box. And feel free to pick any situation pile that resonates with you. Feel free to pick as many as you want. And if you didn't have a chance to check out my first half of my Valentine's Day special, I released it last week, so feel free to watch. There might be piles in there also that resonate with you. And I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Bye, guys. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my second part of my Valentine's Day special, where you want to know what is your person thinking and feeling about you today. So the day that you're watching this video. And I have picked this beautiful, gorgeous moon crystal for you. I love this crystal. It's clear quartz, but it's shaped, I always feel like it's shaped like the moon. So I feel like if you're feeling confused and you want some clarity, or you're feeling like tons of feeling for your person, that we are going to be able to get to the bottom of it to see what are they thinking and feeling about you today. So I'm going to put this in frame for you so you can see it. Ah, there you go. That's shiny, bright, and beautiful. Excellent. And I've also picked today for you a little Valentine's Day colored deck. We got red going on, so we have the Lover's Path tarot cards. I've always loved these tarot cards because it combines different romantic and mythological couples throughout time in the tarot meanings, which sometimes will give it like a little extra dimension, which is very cool. So first, I'm going to do a little bit of a little relationship spread to see what's going on in this connection. And then we're going to go to a lot of messages and thought cards from your person. And all right. So these are what you're thinking and feeling about your person right now. What are some certain thoughts that you have about your person? You know, I'm actually going to even add to this. I'm going to do something different too. I'm going to add Hermit Tarot. Okay, awesome. I haven't done this before. So I'm going to build actually upon, put that there, these messages. I won't do reversals for Hermit, but I will do reversal for the Red Tarot, Lover's Path. So this is what you're thinking and feeling about your person. This is what they're thinking and feeling about you right now, some of their current thoughts today. This is what you will be, well, the past, what you thought about each other before. And because of that, I'll do what you've thought of them and what they've thought of you. So we'll leave the Hermit with them, no, with you, because I'll do message. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I should switch this. Well, I'm going to leave it. But I will add extra messages from them with Divine Masculine. So what I'm going to do, you guys are just a little bit of like a guinea pig. I'm just getting all these downloads. I'm like, no, wait, do this, do this. Okay. So, this, yes, yes. Okay. So what you're thinking about that, thought about them in the past, what they're thinking about you in the past, and what you guys have both thought about each other with the red, what they're thinking about you, and we're giving them extra thoughts. What you're thinking and feeling about them in the next 3 months with the Hermit Tarot. What they're thinking and feeling about you today with the Divine Masculine messages. And then what you both will think about each other with the red tarot lover's path. This is so fun. Okay. And final, longer term thought, what they'll think about you down the road. And then what you'll think about them down the road beyond a 3-month mark, and then what you'll both think about each other down the road beyond 3 months of time. Okay, this is so fun, and this is a little different because I do know I do a lot of thinking and feeling about you videos, but this is a little different. So I love this. Okay, fabulous. All right, so first, how you're thinking and your thoughts about them today. Okay, well, actually, I will take all these in reverse. So I get the Death card in reverse, I get the 8 of Coins in reverse, and the King of Coins in reverse. So it's interesting, I get that you think about them today, or have thought about them today, that you used to think, with the King of Coins, you used to think that maybe they could be your future spouse, or your future husband. The King of Coins, upright especially, is usually like the best person that you think for you, the person that you think could be like amazing for you, lifelong partner for you. But with it in reverse, you're kind of feeling like, well, I thought they were the one, maybe they're not. The King of Coins is also symbolized by Zeus, which is like king of the gods. So you might have thought that they could have been the ultimate end-all be-all person, but now they are in reverse. I'm gonna give them a little more space. I still love the way this looks, so gorgeously glowing. Okay, so then 8 of Coins, you thought that you're not going to put any more time or attention or energy into this connection. You might have showed up for your person very supportive, very consistent, very much giving to them, being there for them always there for them. But with the 8 of Coins in reverse, it's like you don't want to put the hard work in anymore. You've thought, you know what, maybe I'll just step back. Maybe I will just not focus on them the way I had been. But with the Death card, which in this deck they call transformation, symbolized by Persephone and Pluto, or traditionally Hades, basically you're thinking that you don't want it to end though. You don't want it to like die off. You don't want it to stop going. So I think you're thinking, you know what? I thought you were the one. I don't think you are anymore. I don't want to put the energy and attention and effort into this connection. I don't want to be like endlessly there at your beck and call, endlessly giving, supporting, being there for you, etc., etc. You're not really showing up for me in an evolved way, but you're still really focusing on them and their needs, and you're still not wanting to do anything to hurt them, of course, and you're still wanting to like still take into account and be thoughtful and considerate of them and what they want, but at the same time you don't want it to be like over. And also with Persephone in the springtime, usually in the fall and winter, the myth is that, or the legend is that, she was kidnapped by Hades and kept in the underworld. And she is like the goddess of like warmth and spring and love and light and everything. And so when she was in the underworld, she wasn't like with us in the world. And so therefore, without her love and light and everything beautiful, it kind of made winter for us, and it made it frozen and cold and everything and unloving and everything. And so but she was only kidnapped for 6 months at a time, and for the other 6 months the deal was that she got to be up on earth with us. And so with Persephone up in the world, that's when we got spring, that's when we got summer, that's when we got beautiful seasons of like love and warmth and sunshine. So basically, it's almost kind of like you might be thinking you're wanting to remove yourself temporarily. See how they feel without you. See how they feel without your warmth and without your love and without your light. And you don't want it to be over, but you're maybe wanting them to experience what it's like to not have you around. Then I get what you've thought today about your person. Ace of Pentacles, and you are my everything. Yeah, you still feel like you're still holding out hope for your person. You're still hoping that like they still will be that though for you. That maybe they're in reverse or out of alignment right now, but you're still hoping that they will be that for you. And then the Ace of Pentacles is you're still wanting to make them an offer. You might even change your mind or go back on it or think, gosh, maybe I should just. Am I being too harsh though? Should I just like their photo? Should I just send them a message? Should I just be there for them? Maybe I just need to give a little more love. So you might go back and forth. So with the Ace of Pentacles, you're also hoping and thinking like, well, maybe they will give me an offer. So you're still holding out for them. Now, if you feel like that this is not what you've currently thought about your person, this might not be your pile. but you can still obviously listen along to see what might unfold for you. But if you feel like this really doesn't resonate with you, then this may not be your energy today. So let's look at them. What are they thinking and feeling about you today? So, wow, yeah, all of their cards are in reverse also. So I get the 9 of Wands in reverse. So your person is still going through a big battle in their life. And it seems like they want to come out of hiding with the Hermit in reverse. You might be in separation from your person. You may not be talking with them a lot. With the Hermit in reverse, I feel like they do want to come out of hiding. They do want to resurface for you, and they want to connect with you. But then I get the Justice in reverse because they haven't been able to be there for you. They haven't been able to be supportive or give back to you. They haven't been able to really provide, attention and recognition and love and support and commitment and relationship. So they've been busy, legitimately, actually. They've been busy in reverse. They've not been able to provide relationship. And with the 9 of Wands, it seems like they're still crazy busy and it's not stopped anytime soon. So the 9 of Fire or 9 of Wands in reverse is usually when it's upright, it's like the battle is over. Whatever has been plaguing them is done, but they're thinking, gosh, you know what? I can't be there for my person right now. I know I have not been available. I know I've been unavailable and in distance and in separation, and I haven't been able to really give or support my person. I haven't been able to give commitment as well. And now I don't even know when I'll be able to, because it looks like things are going to still be so hectic and still so busy. I just don't know when I'll be able to give more. This fight, this difficulty in my life, this really hard time that I'm going through, I just feel like it's just a never ending, or it's just ongoing, and I just don't know when it will be over. So that is what your person is thinking with those cards. But then I get, so they're very aware. Yeah, so one of the things that they're doing is it's important for me to obtain financial stability. So they're basically disconnecting from this connection in order to focus on their career, or their career might be very busy for them right now at this time. And so they might think, you know what, I can't think about my person right now. I have to think about my job. I have to think about my career as a bigger picture. I really have to be financially stable. And that might be that battle, that 9 of Wands, that just seems like never ending for your person. And then the music that you've been listening to has been guiding my way. So if you've sent them songs before, or if you've been listening to to music, it seems like they might be thinking the same thing. So whatever you're feeling or listening to music-wise, they might be feeling emotionally inside of themselves. And they've been thinking about whatever concepts you've been listening to, they've been thinking about it. And if you've been posting it on social media, they've been listening to it, and they've been taking it as a sign or as a clue, or at least as to insight as to what you're experiencing and going through. And then, do you even see me that way? So your person is also thinking, gosh, you know what? I don't know if they think about me as a great partner anymore. Maybe you've communicated to them what you've thought about them in regards to the King of Coins in reverse. So maybe you thought, like, I thought you were going to be somebody great for me, but clearly you're not. They're not sure if you even see them in that light. And then, have I lost everything? They know they've been away for too long, and they know that they've been absent and they've pulled back and everything. And they're just afraid that they've lost you, or that they will lose you. And they're afraid that their actions are causing them to lose the best thing they ever had. Now, in the past, I get what you are thinking, what you thought about them in the past, what they thought about you in the past, and what you've both thought about each other in the past. So again, with these cards, I'm not going reverse with them. So I get Ace of Wands. You're like, you're so hot. You're like, oh my God, my person. Damn, they're so hot. And also you were super eager and almost impatient and very excited to take action right away and move forward right away. But you held yourself back. You knew that you needed to wait. You knew that maybe the timing was off. You knew that you needed to be cool. You're like, oh my God, keep cool. Be chill, be chill. So you've held back, or you knew like, oh, but I have to wait, but I have to wait, but I have to wait. Lucky, get down. Stop bothering her. Then they thought, wow, you're so hot too. You both were like dazzled by each other, or at least dazzled by each other's hotness. I get the card, you mesmerize me at every turn. So you both were thinking, damn, my person's fine. So you definitely were, they were mesmerized by you. You were very passionate towards them. You both felt the passion and the attraction and all that electric energy. And you knew that you needed to wait, and they regret not choosing you when they had the chance. So they've already thought this. So if you've wondered, have they realized it? Have they understood that they should have picked me, that they've prioritized things that did not support this connection? I would say like the wrong things, but it's not always necessarily the wrong thing if it's like survival, you know? So I would say the things that don't benefit you guys as a romantic couple. But they do regret not being able to be with you or not choosing you. And what you both have thought about each other in the past, yeah, seriously, desire. You both thought, damn, my person's so hot. You guys are very, very, very attracted to your person. But also more than that, the desire card is like how much you guys really want each other, how much you really love each other, how much you crave each other. So this is beautiful. But it's interesting how it's symbolized by Tristan and Isolde, because this is the story, which is like they can't be together, and she's married to his brother, and they can't be together because of circumstances where they're like star-crossed lovers. So you guys both might have thought in the past, wow, I want this person so much, but we're star-crossed lovers. And then I got the Two of Cups upright. So maybe you guys chose to be together anyway, or you found some way to connect anyway, or maybe there was an official commitment in the past and now you guys are broken up or in separation, or you guys aren't the same level of connectedness that you guys were before, or maybe you guys just had some kind of partnership. Definitely you both gave to each other in the past, and you both really wanted to be together, and maybe were even able to be together. And I get the Five of Cups in reverse, and that's what made you guys really happy. So usually the Five of Cups upright is sadness and healing and all of that difficulty, but with it in reverse, it's like you guys felt like, wow, you know what, being together is like ultimate happiness for me. And you both thought that mutually about each other, and you both desired each other, and you loved the relationship. It just seems like they chose other things over you, and that really broke your heart and made you really sad. And it seems like they've made them sad, and they're afraid that they've lost you. Then in regards to the future, what you guys will think about your person in the next 3 months. So in the beginning, you might feel like you have to pull back, because I get the cards, I can't even look at you right now. So you might even be so hurt that you're like, I can't even look at you, or I can't even have you in my life, or I have to pull back, or I can't let you see me looking at you, or I can't look at what you're doing, either in person or on social media. And then, or maybe you can't even see them in person for some reason. Maybe you might feel, I can't look at you, like I wish I could be with you, but I can't even get there. And then I want a fresh start with you. So you're going to think in the next 3 months that you still really want this new beginning with your person, that you really want to be with them, that you wish you guys could start over or have a new beginning. In the next 3 months, your person is going to think about you. Well, they're just going to be still feeling that very, very strong sexual attraction, and also that desire to emotionally merge with you and bond with you, because it says aching to touch and kiss you. So your person is really, really feeling like, gosh, I just still really want to be there with I keep wanting to call you pile one, with my person, and I'm still aching to touch and kiss them. I'm aching to be with them. I want to be close to them and connected to them, and I just want to be passionate with them. And if other people have created gossip or have been saying negative things about you, they are ignoring what friends, family, society, or coworkers, whichever, are saying about you. They are ignoring what other people are saying about this connection. So they're like, I just can't hold myself back. I really want to be with you, and I'm just going to not listen to what other people say. I'm not going to let them get in my head. I'm not going to let their words or advice control my actions. I'm just not going to be there. And it seems interesting because I get that your person is going to start to think that they might have to start fighting for you, or they have a big uphill battle, because I get the Seven of Wands. And so this is the fighting card. This is the trying to pursue. This is the like wanting to connect and everything. So on their side, where they felt like the battle wasn't even over, they're like, you know what? I still have to battle. I still have this really difficult thing in my life. it's true. I'm so hectic, crazy busy, but I know I need to fight for this connection if we're gonna do anything. And I get the Princess of Cups in reverse. You've already pulled back your love. You've already pulled back your emotions and your feelings, and you're like, I still want a fresh start with you, but it's not going to come from me. It's going to have to come from you, because I'm not going to be putting myself in this connection right now. I am not emotionally investing here. I'm not giving you my love, with the Princess of Cups in reverse. And then the Tower. So I get with this card, it's oppression. So your person might feel really weighed down by burdens and responsibilities, and they might think, gosh, I am just so burdened by all my life circumstances, and now my person's not even giving me love, and I know I have to fight for this connection. And the Tower moment that they get from that realization is how busy they are, how much they're not getting your love or getting you again, and how much they want to, and how much they want to hug you and kiss you and be with you, and they're not going to listen to other people's voices in their head about you, and they're going to have like epiphanies and realizations. And then beyond 3 months' time, what you think about your person, they seem to win you over. So I am absolutely in love with you. So apparently you're like, oh my God, I love my person so much. Absolutely, it's so passionate. I'm back to it. And they think, focusing on healing and letting go of what no longer serves me. So it seems like they're like, all right, I made a really strong, powerful realization in these 3 months. Really, I need to make some changes in my life, and I need to let go of all this excessive burden that's keeping us apart. And I need to heal. And I get the Prince of Coins. I think I flipped it, honestly. I feel like it's more this way. So I get the Prince of Coins. They will still be progressing towards you, but slowly. They're still not that King of Coins that you thought that they were, but they definitely want to keep progressing towards you, and they're at least a prince. I feel like they can evolve and get to the point where they're a knight, but they can at least get to that point. But I do feel that as they are letting go of all these intense burdens, that they are going to be able to rise up and start to progress forward in this connection. And we're going to end this reading with 3 hidden truth cards with things that they've actually thought about you today. All right, well, they obviously haven't thought that about you. Okay. What have they thought about their person today, please? Okay. So clearly they love the Two of Cups in the past. They love being with you. They love the desire they had in the past. And it says, I want to feel that way again. So your person definitely wants to feel so connected to you. They want to be able to be with you. They want to be connected with you, but they know that you guys are in separation, and they wonder if you are happy without them. So they're like, gosh, I really want to be with my person, but I don't know if they're happy without me. Should I leave them alone? I don't want to bother them. I don't want to make difficulty in their life. You and I were too young. They might feel like they were too immature, or they went through situations when they were too young that created a mess in their life now, and that they can't take it back. And I replay our conversations over and over. So they're thinking about what you've said to them. They're rereading your messages. They reread the times when you were giving them all of your love. And I feel like they want to feel loved by you again. And so they're trying to kind of like live in that blanket that you gave them in the past. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this resonated with you. If this didn't, feel free to pick another pile. This is a pick your situation video, so pick any pile that resonated with you. And if you haven't watched my first half of the Valentine's Day special, feel free to watch that. I released it last week. So I hope you guys have a happy Valentine's Day, and I am here for you if you need me. I am available for private readings, so feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description box, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome to my reading today. And I know that this can be kind of like a frustrating emotional time period for you, because you've clicked on this video because you feel really lonely. And you might be frustrated with the universe or with God or with your situation or circumstances or life. And you might just be like, why do I have to be alone right now? Why do I have to be so alone? And you may even think like, I have all these great friends and family and I love them, but why do I have to be romantically by myself right now? What is the universe trying to teach me? Or what can I do about this? Is like, why is this happening and how can I change it? So I have a few magical items and kind of like a plan with my cards today for you guys. So first of all, I've picked this gorgeous crystal. So this is absolutely stunning. So this is an agate amethyst geode sphere, which I love. And it has some calcite in there. It has some black crystal. I don't know, might be black amethyst. And obviously it's super glittery and gorgeous and beautiful. Kind of looks like a female. So it's very, very beautiful. So I do feel like for you, this represents like the divine feminine, and it's stunning. So I'm going to put this in frame for you so we can kind of tap in to being able to, for you to be able to receive. Because with the divine feminine, it's all about receiving, and you might be really frustrated being like, I am so ready for love. I am so ready for my soulmate. Why am I just destined to be alone? So I've picked a couple of different card decks for you today. The first is I've got the Lover's Path Tarot. I'm going to clarify those meanings with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, which has additional meanings on them, which is very cool. I have the Disney Princess Major Arcana Tarot deck, where I'm going to see, maybe with some metaphors through the princesses, what struggle they have gone through in their life. I'm going to start with that, actually. I prefer that. It's going to be fun. And then I'll clarify with the other decks. So what struggles you've gone through in your life, what lessons did they have to learn or journey they had to go through that might be similar to yours right now, especially if you've been feeling a little bit like a damsel in distress. And then I have my Angel Therapy Oracle deck, where we're going to see spiritually what you can do about it. And I'm even going to end with the Love Oracle to see what people might be coming in for you. So we're not going to leave you stranded, my darlings. Okay, so we're going to start off with 3. It seems like it might be a long reading, but we'll see. Okay. So we have 3 cards for you to see what are you going through and dealing with. Now, all 3 might apply to you, or because there are multiple people watching, it might be that one applies to you more than another. So just take what resonates with you. So first of all, I get the Tower. Oh my gosh. And I get Maleficent on this Tower card. So it seems like for some of you, you guys feel rejected. Maleficent in the movie felt like she wasn't invited to the party. She was very rejected. In the live action videos, she was betrayed by the person she loved when he cut off her wings. She was a fairy who was screwed over and stabbed in the back, literally. So this might be how you're feeling right now. And when, and it's so interesting, I think about with Maleficent, what could she have done or what could she have learned? In the live action, she became close to Aurora. She became close to this girl, this daughter, and she, found love through, in a way, being like a mom. In the cartoon version, Maleficent didn't have a character growth arc and she just died, Prince Philip just, ended up getting her. So for this, as a dragon, and the dragon is interesting too, because as the dragon, breathing fire and everything, it's like very metaphorical for like losing our temper or getting very angry or like lashing back at the world that hurt us. So maybe there could have been like some healing that happened for Maleficent, maybe some forgiveness. So if you're feeling like maybe healing or forgiveness might be able to help you to reopen your heart to like new love, especially if you've been caught up in patterns of like revenge or fantasies of revenge. That can happen a lot when we go through trauma, especially if we've gone through assault. It's natural to have revenge fantasies, even if we don't act on them, because there is a part of wanting to take back power that was robbed from us. So for you, you might have actually gone through a lot of trauma. Then I get the wow, okay, and I haven't used this deck actually for maybe like a year. Look at what I got. I got Maleficent and Aurora together. It might be that for you that, now I know obviously that Maleficent is not like the birth mother of Aurora, but it might be that for you, being a mom or adopting or getting close to kids is kind of the purpose right now. So if you are a mother or a parent, or if you have a child, you might feel like right now, not that the universe is keeping you alone, but that maybe the priority is about like raising your children. And again, you can obviously raise children with a partner. But it might be that there's something that needed to be done with your child or with your kids for now, where you can bring somebody in the right time or even very soon, but it seems like maybe there's something that needed to have been done with the child. Now, in addition to this, I also get with the Tower and the Hermit, it might be that you've gone through like a major trauma or a major catastrophe or even major realizations that has come with life experiences where you've needed to, in your life, really do some healing or really find some divine wisdom. So maybe you would have picked partners that weren't good for you, or you had been picking partners that weren't good for you because of some unhealed wounds. And that with the Hermit, it would be about, and maybe even like in this card, it's about like receiving messages in dreams or even psychic channelings or receiving healing, where you would be put maybe on a path that would be better for you or easier for you. And then I get the Emperor, which is very interesting. So maybe you're healing from an Aries. So there's interesting, or healing from a Virgo or Capricorn from the Hermit card, or the Tower would be more of like an Aquarius. I feel like a hit, like a very unexpected, sudden, shocking change. So you might be healing from a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Aquarius, or an Aries. So also if you've been going through some healing time, you might be healing your heart from these situations to let you get to the next section of time so that you can heal yourself. And so with the Emperor, it's interesting that it is symbolized by Elsa, which is, you know, for her, she felt like she had to hide who she was. She had to hide herself. And interesting with the Hermit card, Aurora felt like she, or in her case, she felt like she was hidden too. She was hidden away in the cottage and she wasn't able to really socialize with anyone. She was, taken there for her own safety. So sometimes you might have felt like you had to isolate yourself or not put yourself out there for your own safety or for your own emotional safety. And so again, a lot of you guys might be actually healing from some traumas. Abusive relationships or domestic violence or, assaults or something like that, romantic sexual assaults. So for you guys, you might be healing some trauma. And it's interesting how Aurora would be awakened by true love's kiss. So it's like only like beautiful, loving hearts are going to be allowed to come close to you now. And so in a way, it's almost like you were protected, like how Aurora was protected. And even if all the protections of the universe couldn't protect her from like pricking her finger on a spindle and falling asleep. Life, when all the protections in the world can't protect us sometimes from life happening. But it seems like that, she woke up and she got true love and she had her beautiful fairy tale ending in the end at the right timing. Even though you might feel like you've been waiting 100 years for this, because she had to wait, I think, in the fairy tale, like 100 years. So the whole kingdom went to sleep to wait for her. So it might be that you feel very frustrated that you've been put to sleep or that you've been on pause. And then with the Emperor, where Elsa felt like she had to hide who she was, and she felt like her gifts were weapons. You might have felt like maybe your body was a weapon, or maybe you felt like other people weren't safe to be around, that you had to run away from people because they weren't safe. So I'm feeling for you that maybe a lot of why you feel like you've had to be alone, or it might be also that it's like you were learning wisdoms to be able to pick the discernment to pick the right people so that you could really have that love surround you. And again, if you feel like this wasn't your situation or situations, this may not be your section. This might not be your pile, but I would say that this would apply to most of you watching. All right, so let's see here. To clarify these cards, the Tower, 4 of Coins, yeah. And then the Hermit, Three of Wands. Yeah. And then the Emperor, Seven of Cups. So really what I see as a progression here is because of the trauma that you went through, because of this like shocking bad thing that happened to you, and it may not have been as severe as like violence, but because, you know, it could just be maybe like somebody that you really loved and trusted hurt you. It could just be like, you know, it really was a very painful breakup. But it seems like for whatever sudden, unexpected, painful thing that happened with you at the tower, that it kind of made you maybe close up and close off, or feel like, I'm not safe. I have to retreat. I have to, you know, I have to move back. I have to protect myself. And so the Four of Coins is usually a card of being very overly self-protective. So you might have felt like you went into like this cocoon, basically, where you might have removed yourself with the Hermit from others. The Three of Wands is also a card of traveling or going far away. So it might be that you thought like, you know what, I have wounds now around committing in relationships to the Seven of Cups. I don't want to be trapped or bound or restricted in relationship. I don't want to be picking the wrong partner or change to the wrong partner. This also doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This abuse could have happened in childhood. It could have happened from family. It could have happened from like early experiences. So it doesn't have to be from like a romantic partner yesterday. So it could just be from your past in this way. But it's like this trauma kind of showed you or shared with you that you like needed to be, that you were not safe in the world. You needed to remove yourself, close up, be very self-protective, sometimes with anger, sometimes with revenge, sometimes with fear, sometimes just with not trusting the world or feeling like the world is not something that can be trusted, or that like men can't be trusted or women can't be trusted or people can't be trusted, you know, kind of like giving it like that kind of core belief in you. And Three of Wands, removing yourself from others, hermiting, and not having any commitment, and the Emperor, just focusing on yourself, just focusing on being alone. So I would say it's less about like why you must be kept alone right now by the universe. I would say this might be like a domino effect of consequences or effects from life experiences that have happened. And now the healing period of time with the Hermit, where you would be healing now to be able to now go back into the world where you can heal your wounds, heal your trust, woundedness. So interesting. I get the Four of Cups, which I'm actually going to take it on the Four of Coins, which is so interesting because I get, because of this trauma, there may have been opportunities that came your way that you felt like were not even a match for you, or that you weren't interested in them, or you felt like you couldn't take them. Because I get missed opportunities. You might have attracted or had people come your way as romantic partners that just didn't choose you, that missed the opportunity with you. Because it may have been that the people that you were attracted to were very unavailable on purpose, subconsciously, because in a way it kept you safe and it kept you not having to really dive into the whole, you know, relationship that could be very traumatic for you. So I feel like for you, you may have had some missed opportunities of people that came your way who wanted to be with you, but you felt like they weren't the right fit, or you were attracted to people who were very unavailable that wouldn't choose you. And you might even have known, like, there's no way this person's going to choose me. They're married. Or there's no way this person's going to choose me. They live across the world. Or there's no way this person's going to pick me. Like, they're not going to leave, like, their career for me, or their kids for me. Or, like, you might have picked these impossible situations where you emotionally felt a very strong bond with this person, but it was like setting yourself up for like an impossibility. And then that might have reinforced your belief that you're meant to be alone forever, or you're never going to get someone, or you're not going to pick the right people, or the right person's not going to pick you. That your rejection wound would be reinforced over and over and over. So I'm getting kind of this vibe from you. And I get the Hierophant, and I'm getting the spiritual advisement card. So I get that for you, that maybe what you've been doing lately is you've been really maybe watching videos like this, trying to get spiritual advice or guidance. It's interesting with the Hermit card and the Hierophant, almost like maybe you felt like, well, I just have to remove myself from everybody for that one person to come in. So you might have felt like the one person you were emotionally attached to was the only one. You might have felt like, you know what? I will know when I meet this person. I'm not going to date anyone at all because I'm waiting for this like holy grail of a person to come into my life. This ultimate person, and maybe not going out there being proactive or in getting to know other people because you're like, I'll know when I know. I'm not going to meet this person. I'm not going to meet any of these people because I know it's going to be only this one that I'm already attached to, or this other imaginary or mystery person that will come in the future for me. And so it would kind of keep you stuck in this aloneness bubble instead of maybe just experiencing who you could experience and could you build something with them. And you might even think or have thought, I don't want to do that. I only want to wait for the one that I know will be the one for me, that I will recognize instantly upon meeting them, and no one else is going to be for me. And that might be okay. And that might be totally what's going to happen for you. And it might also be this waiting time where you feel alone in this meantime. So for you, you might feel that, well, then maybe there's other things that I got to do. I got to deepen my bonds with my friends and family. I got to throw myself into work and enjoy that, or I really need to enjoy my hobbies that I have. So it might be for you, like if you're very adamant, like, nope, this is absolutely the path for me, no matter what, I know this is going to happen and nothing else, then it might be that, how do you enjoy the waiting time? And then with the Emperor and the Seven of Cups, I get two cards stuck together, which I will take. And I get the World of Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands comes up for a second time. So it's very interesting where I get the awaiting results card. And I do feel like you have been awaiting results or waiting for a while. So some of you might have been alone because you felt like, you know what, I know my person is in a situation that's difficult right now and they can't come to me yet, but they will later, and I know I have to wait, and so I'm still awaiting results. So it might be for you that that's the case for you, because I get these two Three of Wands cards, which are very interesting. And I get that's where, waiting for results, you've been kept in this time period where maybe if you've been waiting for one special person only, that you've been keeping yourself non-committed to others or not even exploring other connections at all. Because you've been waiting for that one special person you'll recognize immediately, or I'm waiting for the one person I'm emotionally attached to come for me and no one else will do. And I get the Six of Pentacles, equality. And so, yeah, I also feel like you're waiting for a person that can really show up and be reliable in a relationship and that can really give back to you and that can be kind of like good enough. Because while everybody is worthy, some people may not be like treating you well enough to qualify as a match for you. And so I would say that wisdom and that discernment is about, is really good because it's keeping you available to be ready to receive the person that can really give to you. All right, so now I'm going to go to the Angel Oracle. What can you do to work through this energy to maybe heal from what you've been going through? And then I will end with who might come in for you, which might be confirmation to people that you've already thought of, or it might be the universe reshuffling because no one's meant to be alone. All right, so I get the heart chakra. Yes, I love this. And it says the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. And so that is very beautiful. You can burn a green heart chakra candle or a green candle to heal your heart chakra. You can pray to Archangel Raphael, who is about healing. Kuan Yin is a goddess as well, a Buddha that is also beautiful for healing. So I get with the heart chakra card that, yes, for you, it's going to be about healing your heart. And so there are many ways to heal your heart spiritually or religiously or magically. There are ways to heal your heart psychologically, therapeutically. There are ways to heal your heart in many ways. So I love this. So it says that it's about being open to giving and receiving love, which is very much connected to the Six of Coins card, which is absolutely the card of equality and giving and receiving and being with people that can really see your equality, that can recognize and honor you as an equal to them in that way. And then I get the ear chakra. It says note, and this is interesting, the Hermit is about sleeping. So the ear chakra could be about getting messages in dreams and listening to what your dreams are telling you, or what people are actually verbally saying in dreams. And it says, notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So I'm getting for you too that it's about you've been praying and now it's about listening to the answer. So for you, you might have been praying, asking God, Spirit, Universe, like, why is this happening? You know, I'm praying, I'm really wanting you to send me like my beautiful person. Why is this happening? And it might be about like, you're going to be receiving the answer in songs that you hear. You're going to be receiving in the lyrics. You're going to be hearing them as maybe conversations people tell you, or things you hear maybe on TV or in the movies, or like you might notice these kind of messages being given to you in very important ways, which you'll know is like more than just an interaction or a song. It might be like, no, this is a message for me. I need to take this wisdom. So that's beautiful. And you might even get it as your own channeling, because it says also within your mind. So maybe within meditation, or maybe within psychic downloads, maybe through tarot cards. So there is that. And that these messages will be answers to your prayers, to answer your question. And also it might be about, with the ear chakra, really listening to what people are telling you. So if somebody's like, I'm sorry, I can't be in a relationship with you right now because of this external situation, about like hearing that and listening to them instead of like, well, what candle can I burn to change their mind? And how can I make them be with me actually, even though that's not what they want? Or maybe they will be with me later, even if they tell me this, they don't really mean it. You know, to like really like hear it and absorb that. And then I get fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So also for you, you might hear or receive these messages while you're outside in nature, maybe at the beach or in a garden or in a forest or in a desert. So you might be getting these messages while you're outside through nature. You might receive animal totems if you pay attention to animal symbolism, or that really feels right for you. Or you might find like fairy magic being something that you connect with a lot. So let's see though who the universe will be sending to you if the person that you've wanted is not stepping forward for you or can't work out, or which person is being sent to you that maybe you sense is coming. So, because at some point the universe will reshuffle people if for whatever reason they can't come to you. Like what if they accidentally die? What if they, become, fall prey to an addiction so strong that they would never be good for you? What if some horrible injustice happened early in their life and they got arrested and they're never going to come out of jail? So it seems like for you, the universe doesn't want you to be alone right now. Sometimes we can be with people before the one, and that's helpful because it helps us be prepared for them, or it's helpful because it's going to really be able to be, the person that can really step into the potential and then become the real partner for you. People know this a lot when they go through divorces or when they're widowers, or, we know that we're meant to keep loving again. So coming in for you, we'll do 6. All right, so who the universe is sending into you. Long distance. So the person that you love might not live here, or you might meet them while you're traveling, or they might move to your area. So I'm getting that there's something that's long distance that will start to now be brought in your way. So I feel that the reason why you might not have met them yet is maybe it wasn't the right timing, or maybe the universe needed to reshuffle. And you can ask your universe, you can like pray and ask that and be like, you know what, no, please reshuffle this. Send me the next one in line, because if that person's stuck and they just really can't come for you, and you do value being in a relationship, you can always ask the universe to send the next one, So I get the long distance card and destiny. So I do feel like you are meant to have the next person come in as a destiny, that you are meant to be able to either meet this person while you or they are traveling, or they don't live near your area and they are moving to your area. In rare cases, you are moving right now and you'll meet this person when you move into your next location. But I would say for the most part, they're moving to you. And I get dating. So that's very cool. So I get that you're going to be dating. I don't feel that you're going to be waiting at home alone for this, futuristic person that may or may not come in. You're going to be actively dating. And so I feel like the universe will be sending you either entertainment to date and enjoy getting to know people and have good experiences, or you will be actively like, dating somebody that you can build a beautiful relationship with. And I get the young female. And I get that either you are a young female, or you might not view yourself as young, but you are a female receiving these people to date, or you might be receiving young females to date. You can take that as who you're attracted to. And then I get travel. Again, this is coming up for you very quickly. So you might be going on an unexpected trip, or you might have planned a trip that you're taking soon and that you're going to go travel, and you'll meet them traveling. And I get short term, which means immediately. So for most of you, you're going to be traveling, or your next person coming in will be traveling like immediately. So I don't feel like you're going to have to wait very long, and this will be coming in very soon for you. So I hope you enjoy your next new person. I feel like it will be beautiful. Let me see one more. How will you be able to recognize this person? What will the storyline be? We'll end on a fairy tale. All right. The World, which is, I love it. It's not even a princess. It's just the castle. You're just going to get your happily ever after. I love it. And fireworks might be important to you. Castles might be important to you. Lily pads might be important to you, which is beautiful. Or lotus flowers. So see if you see any of those when you meet your person. And I love this. So this is just the happy ending. So enjoy that. You might be also by a brook or a stream or something. All right. See you later, guys. If this didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile. I've done many situations in this pick-up situation video, as well as my first half. I did part 1 last week, so feel free to check it out if you haven't already. And I'm available for private readings from me if you want. I can look into your chart and see exactly when people will come in based on your windows of time of when you'll meet someone. And we can also look into maybe that person from the past if you're still hung up on somebody and you're curious about that situation. Anyways, and I can also help you heal if you have gone through a trauma. So let me know. I'm here for you if you want. And if not, I will see you in the next reading. Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome to my reading today. You're here obviously because you're wanting to heal your heart. You've gone through something very painful and you're curious about how do you heal that. I think a lot of times we hold ourselves back from taking risks in life and in love because we've been hurt and we're afraid that if we feel pain that we're never going to be able to heal from it and we'll just feel hurt for like 50 million years. And sometimes we can be very overly self-protective, or we can hold ourselves back because we don't know how to be resilient from that. And we want to avoid the thing that's painful. Like when we're kids, we learn not to touch a hot stove because if we've done something like that and we see how hot it is, we don't want to go near it. And so our brains are actually very beautiful in the way that they protect us from danger. And so we avoid things that are dangerous based on what we learn. And so in life, we can sometimes learn that emotional heartbreak is dangerous. And then we will resist taking healthy risks in love or healthy steps towards building a loving connection because we've been hurt in the past. And it's about how do we retrain our brain to know that it's okay and it's safe to get involved in romantic love, because even if it doesn't work out, that we're going to be okay. So I'm here to help you heal your heart today. I have picked this beautiful crystal. This I always look at as my ice princess heart. It's very stunning. I don't even know if it can really show up in the amazing glittery gorgeousness of this lighting today, but it is absolutely stunning. It is an agate druzy that's like this beautiful silver. I feel like in honor of Valentine's Day, it's good to heal your heart from the past so that we can move on in love in a beautiful way. So I will put this beautiful heart of love here in frame for you so you can see it as I channel for you today about how to heal your heart. So normally what I do is I start with tarot for the most part, and I look at like what happened and what the situation is. But I was thinking, how do I do this video? And I was thinking, I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to go into kind of like how you heal. All of you are here because you're sad. All of you are here because you're hurt. It doesn't matter how you got pain. You guys have the pain. So how do you heal your heart so that you can move forward? And some of you guys are just here because you haven't really gone through something painful, or you don't feel it recently, but you're like, maybe I should still do some self-improvement and some work on myself so that I can have a beautiful relationship. And that's awesome as well. So I'm going to start with this Angel Therapy Oracle, giving you some messages from the angels about how to heal your heart right now, or in what ways or in what methods you can use in order to heal your heart. And then we're going to go to Twin Flame Guidance Oracle for some more information. We're going to go to the Yin Yang Oracle. We're going to go to Unicorns, Fairies, and then a huge major deck. I've took only half of it because it's so big, where I basically combined the majority of all the Doreen Virtue card decks ever and made like a conglomerate deck. And also some Tony Carmine Salerno cards as well. So we will check that as well. So you should be getting so many healing messages by the end of this video. It will be a lot, so enjoy. All right, so we're going to start with 4 cards as messages for you as to how to heal your heart today. So the first card I get is Third Eye Chakra. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So for you, they're going to be able to help you really fine-tune and awaken your psychic and spiritual intuition. The reason why that's important for healing your heart is, one, because when you see the truth that like love is all around you, and that like God loves you, or the universe loves you, or that, you know, when you are able to receive messages like your angels are there, they're comforting you, they're around you, that can give you a lot of peace. As well as people who've passed away, seeing them like maybe like a grandma who you love around you, giving you peace, you know, that can give you a lot of comfort. And so for you, being able to tap into your third eye and being able to receive this psychic, you know, information can help you to be able to help make you feel comforted. It can also help you too, because by being able to tap into your intuition, you're going to be able to use that as a tool for wisdom and discernment as you move forward. Because some people who have felt very wounded have a hard time trusting themselves, and have a hard time trusting that they'll make good choices, or trust that they can make good decisions that will bring them, you know, a happy life. So for you, I feel like that you're going to be able to really tap into trusting your intuition so that you can make choices that really benefit you. Then I get Cut Your Cords. All right, so this is an Archangel Michael card. And this is a card that's helping you cut cords from people from the past that you've either been attached to because in the past it was right to be attached to them, but now you no longer need to be. It's no longer appropriate to be attached to, you know, boyfriend number 3 in, you know, junior high. So if you're, you know, a 30-year-old person. So it might be about cutting your cords from people from the past that you no longer need to be, or it's no longer appropriate to be connected to them spiritually. So Archangel Michael will help you be able to do that. And it says, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns or from any psychic cords that are like overly attaching you to any exes, any past relationships, any people that are unrequited love, or that you've loved and you can't be with them, any people that have rejected you or that won't choose you in a relationship. That these are all people that you can cut free from your energy field. That will be able to be a big, huge lightness that you feel and a big weight lifted off your shoulders. If you are confused how to ask Archangel Michael to help you, even besides praying or just outright asking, you can light a blue candle to help release and cut cords. Also, different spiritualities can help you. So like Ganesh can help you in Hindu religion or spirituality. Kali can help you with like releasing that. There are deities and different guides in different spiritualities and religions that can all kind of help with that. But if you are connected to angels, then Archangel Michael or Saint Michael, if you're Catholic, can help you with that. I get goddess. So express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. So for you, something that can really help you when you're healing is one, any energy that you would give, like the feminine energy in all of us is what makes us be able to take care of like puppies and kittens and children and, babies and stuff. And so basically it's about reparenting yourself, being able to give yourself that nurturing and that love. So anything you would do to a kitten or to a puppy or to a child where you would like hold them to you and just like give them love or cook for them or buy them a present or, hug them or, something like that, you can do that to yourself. And also divine feminine energy, you might feel like you want to glow up. Sometimes goddess is about feeling gorgeous, regardless of your gender. So it might be about like getting yourself an outfit that feels good or doing your hair or working out or doing something where you're feeling like you're paying attention to your physical appearance and your looks and your body. Even that can boost your mood and can elevate your spirits and make you want to get out of the house and can kind of like put a new energy out there. So I would say it's about glowing up physically by paying attention to your love and your looks. If you have a hard time doing that, I would watch Queer Eye on Netflix because Jonathan Van Ness is very helpful and all of the guys in Queer Eye are very helpful to helping you love yourself, to helping you heal your heart, to helping you, improve your looks in a way that just makes you feel confident and good about yourself and love yourself and all of that. So shining your inner goddess or your inner hotness, basically. And I get release. Work with Archangel Michael, again, to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So sometimes we are attracted to people where they are connected to our life purpose for a while and then they no longer are. It's a stage in our connection or in our life. And sometimes and I'll even go as far as to say that, if you're wanting to heal your heart from grief when it comes to people passing away, that I would say that also sometimes your soul contract is done when a person passes away. So for you, it might be about releasing these psychic cords and to release what no longer serves you in regards to your life and your life purpose, even with people who passed. And with grief, that's a hard one because that can also apply to romantic relationships while they're still alive. So we grieve different life stages. We can grieve and have, I would say like sadness connected to or any sign of loss. So it would be about healing that in you. Now I'm going to deepen these cards and shuffle the Twin Flame Guidance Oracle to get some more information. All right. So I get root chakra, third eye chakra, and root chakra. So for you, you also may need to use your psychic intuition to know that you are always safe, that you're always protected. The root chakra is the lowest chakra in our body, the red one. And any red crystal can help you connect to your root chakra. I would even use like smoky quartz or brown crystals, anything like heavy or rooting or grounding, going outside, walking in nature, anything when you're with like crystals or rocks or any sand, any dirt, anything with like the ground. So that's going to be helpful for you so that you can be able to feel safe and protected. Sometimes when you heal your heart, it's very important to feel like it's gentle, for you to feel like, because usually trauma or pain is very much of like a rupture. It's not a gentle experience. It's like a shocking one. And so for this, it's more of like giving yourself the safety to heal, because we have to feel safe in order to go there emotionally, to like maybe open up wounds that have been closed off in the past but not really healed, just kind of pushed aside or repressed down there. Because sometimes it's like we have nothing we can do except for moving forward in our life or moving on. And so there's this unhealed wound that's like now in the back. but it's still there and it still affects all of our choices. So it's about feeling safe enough to be able to open up and gently go there to heal the wound, and to also be able to feel safe enough to be able to move forward in life in a way where you feel like that you're not going to have to worry about like the trauma repeating itself, or if it does, that you're going to be all right. And I get chaos. So yeah, cut your cords. You might feel, and it's sometimes it's really hard, because when we're thinking about like cutting a cord with someone, we think, oh, that means letting them go. That means like never being able to talk to them again or be with them again or anything. When really they can still be in your life. It's just about releasing that codependency, releasing that thing that's like driving us to be with them so much that we have this urgency to like latch on, or that we like can't let go of them because it makes us feel like we're dying if we do, that kind of thing. So that's where the cutting the cord comes. And it's interesting, in this card, it even represents like the lightning coming down over this bridge, which can feel very chaotic. And so we might be afraid to cut cords because we feel like it's going to create all this chaos in our life, or all this trauma, or it's going to like take that person away from us forever. When really, it's just about freeing ourselves up from a burden that has been draining on our energy. And we can still have the relationship and the bond with that person. It doesn't mean that it hurts them at all, or us at all, or, you know, does anything where we can't be with them. It's just more like it frees us up from this inappropriate attachment or a overly draining energy. And then I get mute. Okay, so for you guys, you might feel like you haven't been able to speak your truth, especially if this painful pain in your heart comes from being ghosted, or not being able to communicate with your person anymore, or even if someone's passed away and you feel like you can't talk to that person anymore like you used to. So it might be helpful for you to be able to journal out, or release, or speak to a trusted person, friend, family member, or a religious person or therapist, to be able to speak out and get out everything that you need. They always say that sound is one of the quickest ways to transmute energy. And they always say in therapy that when you speak it out as well as hearing, feeling it, that it's one of the fastest ways to heal. So for you, it might be about like speaking or releasing through words, everything that you need to say. And then I get contemplation. So it might be also that it's about like sometimes we avoid thinking about something that's too painful. And it might be about feeling safe enough or sheltered enough in us to be able to really like allow us to think about it, so we can start to process what happened. So it's important for us to be able to do that. All right, so now we're going to go to Yin Yang Oracle. And here we go. What else would they like to tell you? And even if you're not to take in this whole reading, even if you were to do maybe one or two of these techniques, you'll find that it helps even a little bit. So even if you were just to do one or two of these things, you'll find that it's starting to heal your heart just a bit, which is helpful. Then I get Ace of Coins Manifest. So the cool thing about the Yin Yang Oracle is that it does double as a tarot card deck, but it also is an oracle deck as well, which is great. So they're saying for you, it might be about, with the root chakra, manifesting a little bit of money to help you be able to upgrade or elevate your life, or to feel safe and to feel like we're protected. It's always hard for us to heal our hearts when we're in survival mode, because either taking care of our livelihood has to be more of a priority, or, they always say kind of like love and emotional happiness is always a luxury, because that's not a priority when you're starving, or you're on the street, or you're in a life or death situation. We're not thinking about like our romantic partner if we're running away from a tiger, or we might, but probably not. So it's about like saving our life. So for you, it might be that for you, you're needing to heal the part that made you feel unsafe. When we go through a trauma or we go through pain, it can make us feel very unsafe in the world, unsafe around other people, or unsafe in life. And so it's about manifesting a feeling of safety. So that might be something that you can start with, is about if you're going to manifest something or you're going to create something, don't start with like, I want to create a husband. Start with, I want to feel safe enough to be able to start healing my trauma, to even start to date again. So like manifesting the ultimate thing might be like way too unrealistic if you're like wrapped up in a ball on the couch in a blanket. So it might be that instead of manifesting the big thing that takes like 50 changes to get there, it might be about manifesting the first few steps that you can get faster. So it might be about manifesting in a feeling of safety to start to move forward in your life, or start to attract the right person, or go out with somebody, or heal your heart in that way to feel safe enough to go into like healing those wounds. So that can help you as well. And it says stable romance. It also might be that for you, you're ready and you're at a place in your life where you're ready to start manifesting in a stable romantic relationship. So the root chakra is about stability, and the Ace of Pentacles is about a solid offer. And so with manifesting this, it's also about being able to manifest something that won't just like be a flight risk, that won't just like leave you immediately. Manifesting in from the universe like a stable, reliable partner that will be able to heal your attachment style, that will be able to not create chaos in your life at every minute. That's not a lot of drama or a big red flag, or that's not like a traumatic person, or a person that comes in with like so much baggage that you're always constantly needing to like maintain them or give to them like a endless pit. So a new financial start can help you as well, so you're not focused on survival mode, so you can have the luxury of love. And then prosperity, rewards, and long-term security. So you might be able to start manifesting that in as well. And that can also be nice to have in the meantime as you're healing your heart. I get trust and divine timing. Greater forces at play, release control, all is working out for the highest good. So reminding yourself that even in the chaos of life, that everything is happening in the right timing and for your highest good. That can be helpful, but that can also be a harmful belief, because we can sometimes believe like if everything happened for a reason, then, oh, I deserved to get attacked, or I deserve to be heartbroken, or I deserve to have this bad thing happen, enter fill in the blank, this disease, this whatever, because everything's happening for a reason. This is happening for my highest good. This is happening to help me out, when really it's not always happening to help you out. It's actually like life happening, because life happens, and it's not like you deserved this or you created this. So sometimes manifestation can create, or even spiritual beliefs meant to help heal you can be very harmful or toxic. Also toxic positivity can be really difficult too. So it might be about releasing toxic beliefs that keep you in a victim shaming or victim blaming mentality, and also being able to trust that there are going to be good things though that will happen for you in the future, and that you're not the one that's causing all of your greatest traumas. You're not the one that is like bringing this down upon yourself because you don't manifest well enough, or you're not perfect enough, or whatever, or that God or divine timing or the universe is making you suffer because you're meant to have this happen for some blessing. There's always a silver lining and stuff, but you're not meant to suffer for some like, atonement thing. So anyways, and also manifesting, being able to heal any trust issues that you have as a result from the trauma that you've gone through in your life. So even if you feel like that's going to take a lot of time, you can say, you know what, God, I pray, I manifest, I light a candle to please help heal the area in me where I have a hard time trusting others, where I have been betrayed myself and have a valid trust issue because of being betrayed. And to know that that's not going to be an overgeneralization to the world, to everyone, that I'm going to be able to help heal this in myself. And then until debt tear us apart, karma, debts, rewards, contracts, and Saturn. So guess what you get to release and not have in your life anymore? If you don't have that person in your life anymore, you don't have to have any more karma with that person. So a blessing and a beautiful thing of releasing that person or cutting the cords from that person is you're cutting the cords to any karma that you've ever had with that person. So that's something that's really, really great. To be able to burn a violet flame candle, so a purple candle, to manifest away any of the karma that you have between the two of you, because you might be feeling guilty about something, or feeling like you need to balance karma, or someone has told you, oh, you have karma with this person, so you can't leave them, or whatever, and you're keeping yourself stuck in a situation that's toxic for you. So it's about being able to release this. And it says releasing restrictions, adversity. You've learned your karmic lessons already. You can let that go, and that you're more mature because you've gone through that, sure. But I would say like you're never obligated or punished into having to suffer from any karma. I would say that's toxic. And I would say intuition, which is great because that connects to the third eye chakra. So it says healing or listening to your intuition, which is going to help heal your subconscious mind, healing your emotions, healing fear, healing from the times that you've been deceived or betrayed, and that things are not as they appear. So again, people, when we go through trauma, we fear that we're not going to be able to trust our intuition to be able to avoid this trauma, which is scary and sad and hard. So it's really about being able to trust your intuition. All right. I know that this is a lot reading. I thought would be short, but it's going to be long. I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker because we've laid a foundation in this reading already, and some of these may be confirmation or repetitive messages, but also for time. All right. I get forgive. It's time to let go of anger and blame. So that will be a great way to help heal your heart as well. Forgiveness as well is connected to that violet flame candle, where you're being able to help heal and transmute any sort of karma, any sort of anger, any sort of sadness, any sort of anything that needs to be changed or healed. Violet flame candles are very helpful for that. I get light. See the light within yourself and everyone else. So it might be about being able to look at maybe not everyone as amazing people, but maybe there are some people that are amazing people. Maybe some people have good qualities and can be great and that won't screw you over. And then simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. So I would say for you, sometimes healing your heart is about being able to enjoy the little things or enjoy the moment, or sometimes just finding joy in your day-to-day life. Like sometimes I just look at my cats and they're playing and they're innocent and it's cute and it warms my heart for that moment, even if I'm having a really tough day or I'm sad or I'm grieving someone. Relax, everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all going to be fine. So for you, it also might be about taking ways to de-stress. So like meditation, taking a bath, walking in the sunshine, doing things that make you feel good, to be able to relax, to be able to make yourself feel safe, to feel comforted. Sometimes people feel like after they've gone through a trauma that there's nowhere in the world that's safe, not even their own house. And so for you, it would be about trying to find a place where you do feel safe. Where is a safe place? And to try to safety plan that or structure that, to be able to find a place where you can relax, where you can decompress, and where your trauma brain can start to soothe. That will help. All right. So, fairies, marriage, forgive a romantic partner, express your individuality, love life, and holiday. Okay, so the fairies want to tell you today. So for you, it might be about with manifesting a safe romantic partner that could be a potential for marriage. That could be beautiful for you. It might also be about forgiving a previous partner and working through forgiving a previous romantic partner to help unblock you or unstick you, or to be open now to receive in beautiful potentials. That could be good. Express your individuality. I love, honestly, that this is on the Goddess card is the next one, I think. Yeah, so it's close enough. I'll just say that it connects to Goddess. So how you express your inner goddess is you express your individuality. It's like unapologetically expressing who you are, your hobbies, your talents, your loves, your wants, your pain, your everything. Expressing who you truly are to people, letting them get to know the real you. That's something that's very beautiful. Allowing your true self to shine because you're awesome. So I love this for you. And then I get the love life card. The basis of your question involves your romantic life. Makes sense. You guys are probably healing your heart from a romantic partner or from love, which is now changing for the better. So a message for you is that your love life is healing. It is changing. It is getting better, even from just listening to this video, even from being able to just, doing a few of these healing heart exercises or interventions will help you anyway. And then holiday, the answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday or getaway. So for you, you might be getting the message too that if you haven't thought about taking a trip somewhere, you may want to. Even if it's just some staycation that you do somewhere in your own town where it's beautiful for you. So going somewhere that feels safe, going somewhere that feels beautiful, it can be very healing to take a little trip away and to be able to connect with nature or connect with friends or family you haven't seen in a while who you deeply love, to be around people. I remember one time years ago, I was going through a skin condition that was really bad. And I remember that it was caused by stress and other medical issues. But I was talking to this person and they said, well, where would you go if you wanted to feel really safe and really healed and really loved? And in my mind, I was like, well, the only place that I know that I feel that way is through my ex-boyfriend. And he was like, no. Other than that, other than your ex, where else would you go? And I was like, well, another place I would go is I have some beautiful best friends who feel like sisters to me who are in Florida. And I remember this one time I was swimming in the ocean and I felt really, really peaceful and it was really, really lovely. And he's like, that's where you should go. And now obviously I know that's a little privilege. Not everyone can afford to go to the place that they want to go. But there may be modifications that you can make to be able to make something attainable. Maybe on a day off from work, you can go to somewhere in your city that's a little less bad than the other places. So for me, I went there and it was actually very beautiful. And I had a very beautiful healing experience in the ocean where I was with 3 of my best girlfriends. And I have this thing where I don't like fish, actually. I kind of freak out and I have a little phobia of fish. And so there were these little fish that were in the ocean. And I was like, this is disturbing my peace. It's disturbing my peace with the ocean here. And I was like, and like my friends just picked me up and they just kind of carried me on this little like thing where like, you're like back, on the water on your back and stuff. And they just held me and they just kind of carried me around like that. And I was like, this is exactly why like girlfriends are the best. And this is exactly why leaning on your friends during a time of needing healing is beautiful. And it was so healing because it was like they were saving me from all of the danger under there and they were just protecting me and cradling me. And it was the most healing experience of my life. To this day, I will always remember that. So it might be nice to do some celebration with some of your friends, going to some place in nature where you feel at peace. Again, this card came up, which is beautiful. And that can really help you out. So I would say for you as your final messages, go somewhere where you can celebrate with people who love you, who really love the true you that you really truly are. That can really restore your self-esteem if you've gone through a traumatic breakup. I get optimism. So it's about being optimistic towards the future, that I do feel that you are going to be able to have something better than you've had. And I get walk away. And also when you feel optimistic that the future has more in front of you that's good than what's behind you, it does empower you to walk away from any toxic relationships or connections that are still negatively affecting your life today. And if you have just walked away and you're grieving and you're sad because you're leaving a situation behind, you can know that your best days are in front of you with the optimism card. And I love as this final card, this one's flipped over, so I will put this down. I will take this final card for relationship, which is beautiful. So I would say that it's okay to walk away from toxic things. And if you've already walked away from a toxic thing, to give yourself like a praise and to celebrate that you did that, because you are walking towards a beautiful relationship and you can use this optimism as you move forward. This card says your primary relationship is with yourself and God or universe or spirit or whatever, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator or universe, spirit, whichever makes you feel close spiritually. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So that is a beautiful final message for you guys. I hope this has helped you. I hope there's been at least 1 or 2 messages in here that can help you start to heal your heart. It is a journey. It's a longer journey. It is not a sprint. Healing your heart can be a marathon, but not to lose heart for that, because even little bits start to make you feel better and better and better. And so it's going to help you out. If this video didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another pile, because this is a pick your situation video where you might have multiple situations going on that you can watch. Feel free to watch the first half if you haven't watched that already. I released that last week. And if you want a private reading from me, I'm available for you to help you deepen your healing experiences, psychically, therapeutically, whichever. So feel free to contact me if you need a reading or to heal your heart, and I will help you out. All right, guys, I hope this helped, and I hope you have a beautiful Valentine's Day. I know Valentine's Day might be a painful day for you, as it can bring up a lot of pain and wounds and everything. And so if that's the case, hopefully you can be around someone or something or some animal or something that can give you a little love today. And if there's absolutely nothing, then at least giving yourself a little love today, that would be beautiful. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the last pile on this video in my Pick Your Situation Valentine's Day special. This is the second half. If you guys haven't checked out the first half, I released it last week. So there will be situations in there that might resonate with you, with your person as well, or at least in love in general. And right now you clicked on this video because we want to see what will your next encounter with them be like. So I have this gorgeous, gorgeous titanium aura rose quartz sphere crystal ball that I have picked for you for this reading because it's extra special, extra romantic, extra Valentine's Day-ish. And we're going to put this here in frame for you so you can see it while I channel for you. And I have picked the Gentle Heart Tarot, which is very Valentine's Day as well. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and we're going to check out, no mama, your person might race in to see you, and your person might just like surprise you and have a chance encounter with you when you're not expecting it. So that's very interesting. All right, so I'm going to split this down the middle, but I don't want to separate it using a crystal. I really want to join you guys. There we go. We'll do this. So here's a double pointed quartz crystal, which is very pretty. And this, sorry, she's crazy. That's my cat Treasure. So this crystal I will put in the middle to join the two of you guys. You're not really going to be able to see it very well, but I will put it in. So this side is going to be how you'll interact with them when you see them next. This half will be how they interact with you when they see you next. We'll do some communication cards to see what they might say to you or what you might say to them when you encounter them next. Now, I want to say that this is going to be when you see them next in person. For some of you, you guys might not be able to see them in person, so it might just be electronically, email, phone, text, calls, whichever. So we'll see what it is. If you guys are long distance, obviously you're going to be separated by geography. But I'm going to do 4 cards to see how they will, okay, this one wants to be in it, how you're going to be thinking and feeling when you see them or encounter them, what you're going to be experiencing in your body and going through when you see them next. This will be how they will be thinking and feeling in their bodies when they encounter you next. I'm also going to do some Pink Love Oracle to see what will the situation be like. So, all right. We're not going to do reversals with these cards either. All right, and 4 cards, what the situation will be like from their perception or what they might perceive of you when they see you. What are going to be some of the light side and shadow side experiences that you guys are going to be going through? All right. So we'll do 4 of those. And then we will do 4. Yeah. We'll do a few more of these. We're going to do... Get down in there. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to do this. There we go. We're going to do 2 romance angels for how you perceive the situation. 2 romance angels for how they perceive the situation with you. And we're going to do, I still want thoughts or communication, what they might say. All right, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to go, well, we're going to do 4 stellar energy oracles, 4 stellar energy oracles for them. I'm just thinking, like, what thoughts cards do I want to use that I haven't used already? Because this is like pile number 8, and we've had 2 videos, so it's actually pile 16. So I've used a lot of these cards, like a lot of these cards back to back to back. But I still need thoughts from them. What you would actually say to each other. All right, well, we're just gonna do 2 tarots, hermits, and we're gonna do 2 messages from Divine Masculine. Okay, so we're just gonna do 2 and 2. I'm just reshuffling because I've used these a lot. I'm just making sure that like it's not all the same 5 cards that come out for every reading I've been doing back to back. Which, if it were to, obviously this would be the accuracy for you guys, would be the truth, but I do want to give a little variety. And even though this is messages from Divine Masculine, I am using it for both sides. So I am using message cards because I want to see what they might actually say. All right, so I'm going to do one side first. I'm going to do your side first. So we're going to flip first. And I will take reversals for only these tarot. So number 1, you're going to be feeling like, oh my God, it's my person. I get the Hierophant. You're going to be like, oh, that's my baby. You know, oh, that's my darling love. You're going to be looking at this as your person, as your relationship. You're going to be like, wow, this person is like my heart. This is my beautiful baby here. I love this person. But you are actually going to be a little less inhibited than you normally would be. I get the 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, the sun has shifted positions while I've been filming. So it has actually changed what you can see in this. Anyway, the 8 of Swords card, the swords are falling out. So any restriction that you've been going through, I feel like it's going to be falling off of you. You're not going to hold yourself back as much. And the Hierophant is interesting because it's going to be that you're going to be looking at this person as like a relationship. Also, I feel like not only do the swords fall away, but I also get with the 3 of Swords in reverse, the swords fall out of your heart as well. It seems like it will be a very healing experience for you, where it's not going to feel very painful at all, which is great. And I get the Fool card in reverse, so there is some hesitating. So there is some hesitation going on. I feel like on some things that you do or say, you're going to be holding yourself back. On other things you do or say, you're going to be more uninhibited than you would normally be. So there is some kind of situation there. I'm actually going to take these all up. Okay. Then we're going to go right to this. Then I get bad vibes clearing up, rainbow. Okay, so there is some hope for you guys in this connection. You're going to be feeling hopeful. You're going to be feeling like you guys clear up a misunderstanding, or you clear up whatever has been holding you guys back, or them back, or you guys back from this connection. I like this. It seems like there's a repair as well. And again, even where this cloud is crying, like the 3 of Swords card in reverse, now it's like healing. So that's beautiful. And I get enlightenment, spiritual awakening, and revelation. You're going to have an epiphany when you see them next, or when you interact with them next. And you're going to get an enlightenment. There's going to be stuff that dawns on you. We're like, wow, this is new information. This is very, very surprising. Very interesting. And yeah, you're going to have an epiphany and a major realization. And then I get battle, seeing different pages, not seeing things eye to eye. There also may be a clashing. So in some ways you hold yourself back. There's some ways you get shocked and there's a spiritual like epiphany. In some ways you're going to have a repair. And then in other ways you might clash on different things or have different opinions on different things. And then I get frozen, winter, no progress. So you also might, 1, I feel like this could happen in the winter time. 2, which also if you're watching this video at Valentine's Day, because it's themed and most of you will be, it might be sooner than later, which is a good timing. And I should use my timing cards at the end. Okay, I'll use my timing cards at the end if I have time. I have maybe 20 minutes or less time on the camera. So anyway, we'll see how much we can push in here. So no progress, frozen. You might feel like you're not making a lot of progress, that you might repair something only to reopen something else. There might be that. But I feel like there's at least some healings and some epiphanies. I want you to believe in me again. So it seems like maybe your person has had a misunderstanding with you where they don't trust you, or they don't have faith in you, or they don't believe in this connection. So you're feeling like, gosh, I really want my person to trust me. I really want them to feel safe with me. I want them to believe in us. And then one of your shadows is, I'm keeping secrets from you. Yeah. So you're hesitant about opening up about some things, and then there are other things you do open up about. Then I feel your presence every day. So you're definitely going to be feeling them. You're going to be connecting with them. You're going to feel like you can feel what they're feeling. So I feel like the next time you interact with them, you're going to be sensing or picking up that you know how they're feeling when they're looking at you, when they're talking with you. And I'm trying to be deserving of you. You might be being a little hard on yourself, darling. You might be really rehashing or not having confidence in yourself, or rehashing the past. Or you might be feeling like you're not worthy, or you want to be better than you are, or that kind of thing. Then I get honeymoon very soon. I feel like you guys are going to interact with each other very quickly. So maybe while you're traveling on a trip, or it's going to feel like bliss when you're with them, or you're going to feel like this happens sooner than you expect. Then I get, yes. So for you, you're going to feel so much passion, but you're going to restrain it. So I get burning passion closed off. So you're going to try to not lead with that energy, but you're going to feel it. But you might not show them or want to let them know that you're feeling that. So you feel a lot of passion for them, but you control it. And then you want a second chance. So I feel like you're excited that you can interact with them because you want to try again. You want a second chance with them. And then I get past life memories. So that you might meet them or interact with them in a place where you've been with them before. So it might be an environment or a location that you've been to before with them. Maybe it's sentimental and it's special to you, or maybe it's somewhere where you, have a memory there, and that's where you meet them. Gossip only hurts more. I know that you don't want to create any gossip in this connection, so that might be on your mind. You might be a little inhibited because you're like, oh, I don't want to create a scene, or I don't want to, create drama. And do you even see me that way? You might be feeling insecure. You might be feeling like, wow, I don't even know if my feelings are returned. I don't know if my person feels this way for me. And then I want to return to you, but I fear rejection. So you're going to be having to battle some of your fears of rejection. And then I know that you are my divine feminine, and I am grateful for it. So for some of them, they might be acting more feminine than you, which is very interesting. If they're more in their feminine, if they're more in their emotions, they might be expressing their emotions to you more, and that might be like really a relief for you. You might be grateful for them to really be feeling feelings. You might be feeling confirmation that, wow, they must really like me if they're feeling these feelings in this way. So it might be actually pretty validating, especially if you're feeling with rejection. All right, so when your person interacts with you next, their side. I'm going to clear this stuff away. Oh, no, I'll leave it. Okay. Strength. I get that they're going to be feeling pretty confident. There's something that you do when you interact with them that makes them feel confident in themselves and have some self-esteem. I get 5 of Swords. So they might, in reverse, so they might be feeling like they don't want to be overly independent or ultra independent in a way that harms this connection. So they might be trying to be very considerate of you and not ruthless, and really focus on what you need and what you're hoping for, and give to you. I get that it's hard for them to really give to you everything. I do get the Justice card in reverse. So they're not going to be able to really be balanced or give you a lot. But I do feel like they're going to try to not be selfish. So they might not be able to give to you, but they're going to not be selfish or ruthless with things. And then I get King of Swords. They will have communication with you, but they might be kind of cold or stoic about it, or they might not be very emotional or demonstrative at first. Which you still see them as feminine, which is interesting. So they might not be doing a very good job masking what they're feeling. I'm going to pick these all up. Voila. All right. Flow. Flow with ease, don't force. So they're not going to be trying, okay, so how they're not masculine is they're not going to be like forcing their agenda on you or trying to be overly dominant. I feel like they're trying to kind of be free-spirited and go with the flow, or at least not free-spirited in the way that they're like flaky, but free-spirited and like they're going to try to kind of be tuned into your energy and be accommodating and flow with it. But I get not listening. So inconsiderate, always thinks they're right. They might be holding on to some beliefs that they are stubborn about, that they don't want to change. But I'm also getting that there's a part of them that considers you, and then there's another part of them where like they have to consider themselves. But also they might not really be hearing you or listening to you, and that might be where you're thinking like, wow, I really want them to believe in me again. I want them to hear me and know that I'm a safe person to talk to. It seems like they might not be like listening. And then I get traveling. So you did get the honeymoon card. So you might take a trip with them, or you might meet them while you're traveling somewhere or while they're traveling, especially if you guys are long distance. You might actually travel to each other. And then I get healing. So recovery from traumatic events that caused pain and suffering. They might open up to you about how they've been healing, either their physical health or maybe some traumatic events or some emotional traumas or some, sad things in their life. So it seems like they're going to open up to you and tell you about times where they've been focusing on their own healing. And that might be why they haven't been focusing on you that much, because they've been really trying to heal their heart. And then I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. So your person knows how you've been suffering a bit and that it's been a little challenge in this connection, but they want you to be patient with them. And then don't lose hope for us. We can work it out. So I feel like your person really wants to be compromising with you and work with you in some way, work out this connection. And I feel like that there's also like hope. They want you to have hope about this connection. And I feel like they're trying to have hope about this connection. And they're like, we know the timing isn't right, but we really hope it will work. And please be patient a little while longer. Being apart has changed my life. So it definitely seems like this separation, maybe if you guys have had that, or the time in between interactions or in between talking or in between hanging out, they've gone through a life change in that time, or they've gone through an important change. And then I didn't want our honeymoon phase to end. Okay, so here's how you guys are mutual. This is how you guys feel the same. So literally, they didn't want their honeymoon phase to end with you, and I get the honeymoon card. So that is interesting. So that you guys might reminisce or talk about, with the camera card you got, past life on your side, about memories. So when you hang out or talk to each other again, you might actually talk about some memories, maybe in the location that you're in, maybe just memories you've shared together. But yeah, so they didn't want the time period where you've been getting together to be over. So they didn't want that to be ending, or at least that's what they're going to be thinking or feeling when you guys are together or interacting next. Then I get codependency. They feel like they've been codependent. They might tell you about how they're trying not to overgive, or they're trying to prioritize themselves, or they might be feeling like they can't help it. They have to make you happy or please you or take care of your needs. They might feel codependent with you, or they might be involved in a codependent situation in their life that they're needing to deal with. And I get this could be the one. I feel like they look at you and they think that like you could be the person they end up with, that you could be the person that they love, that you could be the person that they marry. So they're looking at you and they feel like, wow, you could be the person of my dreams. And then I feel like they feel that they're taking action on you. So when they interact with you, they might think that they're progressing this connection, or they're moving it forward in some way by taking action. So there's some action that they feel like they're taking, or that they take when they're with you. Yeah, because I get moving forward. So they definitely feel like they're moving this connection forward. So when you guys interact next, they think they're progressing this, or they're taking action to move it forward. And they think that you guys are like making this beautiful romance together with the budding romance card. So they definitely feel like you guys are moving forward together, and they're going to make action to make that happen. And then also they are looking inward. So I do get that they're going to be trying to reflect I feel like they might be someone that's always in their head, that they're trying to look inward and reflect even while you guys are still together. So they might be overanalyzing their actions or overanalyzing their feelings even when you're there. Or you might ask them some thought-provoking questions that makes them think. So they are looking inward. They are in tune with what's going on inside their bodies. I love this. I want to get you drunk and you make my heart full. So it seems like when they're with you, it seems like, yeah, that you make their heart full and that they really connect with you in this beautiful way. And that I want to get you drunk means they might want to take you out for a drink, or maybe you guys go to a bar, or maybe they want to party with you, or they want to loosen you up, or they want to be like sexual with you, or they want you to be uninhibited with them. And then, yeah, they might talk about how they've seen stuff on your social media, because it says observing your social media to find out information about you. You also might find that they've just been looking at your social media, or you guys talk over social media, and that's your next interaction. And then I should have listened to my heart instead of what I was being told. So it seems like your person hasn't been really in their heart, and talking with you and interacting with you gets them more in a heart-centered place, because they do show up as the King of Swords, and so maybe they become more feminine or emotional as the situation goes on. Or they might feel like, wow, you know what? I'm looking inward. I'm feeling my feelings. I really need to follow my heart. And the timing does seem like the winter, but what are some other windows of time that this might happen to give you guys a little more accuracy? We'll pull 3. So I get in December. Okay, so for some of you, definitely in the winter, maybe even in December time. I know this is Valentine's Day, so there may be some waiting time for some of you. Or it might be that you're watching this later on and December is soon for you. I get in the spring, so for some of you, this springtime is when you guys will have this connection. So in the winter, in December, in the springtime, or even in November. So yeah, so some of you guys, this is interacting at the end of the year. So I hope this helps you guys a lot. There are many piles in my Pick Your Situation videos. Feel free to look at those. And if you haven't checked out my first half, my Valentine's Day special part 1, I released that last week, so feel free to check it out. And I am available for private readings. If you want readings from me, feel free to reach out and I will coordinate with you and we'll set up a time. All right, guys, my information's in the description box. I'm always here for you, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.